practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimedia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.
Welcome to another edition of the Adam Dunn Show. I am your host, Adam Dunn.
I'm Dave. Hello.
MTI.
I'm a co-host. Ah.
There you go. Welcome to this Saturday edition of the Adam Dunn Show. You know, I know it's hard. Change is hard, kids.
We'll get through it.
We did it. We made it a whole extra day. Day after the fucking day of hell.
We'll get through it.
We made it. And
we made it.
We got a full show for you. We have a bunch of unboxings. So we have a bunch of different companies going to be checking in with us as we unbox their goods. We have Jason Harris calling in from Jerome Baker Designs. We have Brent from Apothecary. We got Adam Weiss from Numbnuts. We've got also, we're going to be doing stuff from 14ers. I don't know if they're not calling in, but we're going to be opening up stuff from 14ers. We're going to be opening up stuff from Hamilton Devices. We are going to be talking also with Trichome Jungle Seeds over in Europe.
Maybe Matthew will zoom in from Luxembourg, from Shiva.
We also have
Shiva Leaf Shop.
Shiva Leaf Shop, yes. We have
Yep.
you have a box from them, so you're going to be opening up, regardless if he calls in or not. We're definitely opening up what he did send over. It's exciting. It's exciting days.
Exciting days.
And
Matthew will join us in 10 minutes. You know, but really this week was a whole bunch of calls from friends saying, you do realize that you're going to do a 12-hour show and you probably haven't been awake for 12 continuous hours and close to a year. How are you going to do it when you don't use cocaine? Mm-hmm. And I just say
you've never used it. You're saying ever?
I've never used it.
Never once put cocaine in my body. Not ever.
Not even boofed it.
What the fuck is a boof?
Of course,
wow.
Like, what am I?
Rosin dogs. Rosin dogs. Would you like to educate this man on what boofing is?
Didn't you watch don't tell me what it is if it's something really embarrassing.
Didn't you watch the Kavanaugh fucking hearings when that was the whole
Yeah, but
point?
he said that was farting.
Yeah, because he's a liar. You're listening to liars now. When someone tells you, they're up there lying,
when they're being questioned by Congress,
trying to
there's a very good
pretend
chance they're
like
lying.
boofing is not a fucking thing about sticking things in your ass, then you would do that.
Whoa. Then I'm very glad I didn't know what boofing is. I know the scene from Hot Tub Time Machine where he says we can take some Adderall, crush it up, put it in a warm towel, and shove it up our asses. That's the only time I've heard anything remotely close to something like that.
Anyway, there you go. Rosin Dogs made it very clear for you. Stick it in your butthole. That's what he said. There you go.
Yep.
So I watched the hearings. I don't recall Senator Klobuchar saying, "Excuse me, Judge Kavanaugh, are you talking about shoving something up your ass?"
Because he talked his way out of it. He talked his way out of it like
questions.
a frat boy. It was like a frat boy talking his way out of it. Yeah, we just sort of sometimes we shove things up each other's asses, way. Anyway,
I was a frat boy, and I never shoved anything up anyone's ass.
That you know of.
You didn't get the full experience then,
allegedly. Yeah, you weren't a true frat boy. You were like, they were part of the B team. They were like, yeah.
If that was part of the rules of joining a fraternity, it's not a fraternity I ever wanted to join. So I'm very just. What did you get out of fraternal life? Well, I played with men's buttholes a lot, and we boofed.
That sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So anyways, hopefully everybody had a safe holiday at home. It's probably the safest fucking holiday ever. Nobody's coming to your house. There's no fighting. It's quite interesting.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, was there fighting?
Yes. You kidding me? You can't.
Because you couldn't go
wait
anywhere.
till Nick's a little older.
Because
you'll
couldn't
understand.
Go anywhere.
No, you were trapped.
No, it was good because I basically... I told Nick he was getting nothing, and he totally believed me. It was like he came in, he was totally content with it. He was just like, and I was like, "Oh, look," and he's like, "What? Like,
what is that?"
He literally was like, "Oh, I really thought I was getting nothing." So yeah, it was good. It was probably the most appreciative I've ever seen Nick about, because normally it's just like you go into like a.
Did you get him a Red Ryder BB gun?
I did get him another airsoft pistol because he's fucking lost his. He like loses things just. Like, didn't I buy you this already? Like, I'm just getting you a repeat because I've been asking you where the fuck the other one is for so long. Hey, where'd that thing go I bought you?
Wait a minute. That's something we can get into at your farm. Airsoft is at a much greater distance than 6 feet. I can get my daughters a couple of airsoft rifles, and they can hunt your son all around the farm.
Sounds good. He would love that, dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I know he would. You kidding me?
Bring it.
He and Arella get along great. You kidding me? They'll love it.
He'd get all camouflaged out.
He already is. He, like literally,
see him rise
he runs
up
around
from,
like
the
full
puddle.
on. He runs around like full on terrorist little. Yeah. Anyway,
Does he wear your old beard?
No, that would be a good idea.
For the terrorist.
for the full look, right? So,
come on! Big thanks to every single one of our sponsors that went out of their way.
Can we do like a screen? Can we do a flyby?
I mean, to our sponsors and people who are not our sponsors and people who might be our sponsors, thank you so much.
Can Vinny do a flyby? Vinny flyby?
We can see all this stuff.
I don't know. Just flyby about the products. We got so many. Basically, we have.
Yeah, do the main one.
Production value.
Oh, is that one? No, that's
no. Don't do that one.
No, you can do that one. You can do that one if you want.
Don't do that. I mean, whatever it is, don't
do that one. That works.
Okay, so basically,
one.
we have sponsors.
Oh, no, I'm going to get sick.
Left, right, and center here. We got covered.
Vinny, stop.
Look at it all. Look at it. This is the beginning of the Wheels of Deals. So some of these products are going on the Wheels of Deals.
Is that a dildo right there you have? Holy shit, don't show that on the air.
Where did you see a dildo? Are you looking on your desk or my desk?
Oh, wait, that's my desk. Sorry.
There you go. I thought so. Look at all this stuff. Look at it. We don't even know what it is, half of it. No, we do. There's some great. I'm curious on some of these Hamilton Devices things because they are funny. They are like they remind me of
a hemp. There's a hemp packaging person who was trying to pitch an angle to get on the show, and I couldn't see the angle, but mentioned to me that just received these amazing like vape doodads. And
vape doodads? Is that how you?
I mean, come on. There's so many different things there. What is that? It's a plethora of vape products, and in 5 days later, that box showed up.
Nice.
And I'm like, you know what? We got to get them on the air. And if I try to do it here and it fucking Zoom blurs out, just open them all up. So it looks great where you have them right now.
No, and
I did keep this though.
It sparks my curiosity. This one here has got two carts with a water chamber, which I like because that's my biggest thing about pens in general and carts is that you're just kind of breaking the.
That's why those devices the only one I can think of right now off the top of my head is like the G Pen Connect that have like the bong attachment on one end, and then you put your oil in there, and then you just kind of and you can put it on any bong, and it's pretty cool. I like that concept for sure.
That was Vinny Bob's thing for a little while there. He was all about the vape pen through the bong text. It was just like.
When I first started, I was all about that too.
You were too? Yeah, it definitely is better, healthier wise. I mean, I like smoking through water.
But then you realize that all those atomizers have like nickel, and all that.
Yeah,
bad
so you have a
metal
little
crap.
less nickel in your hits, slightly less nickel.
Wasn't that like the topic of conversation? I want to say like 2 years ago at MJ BizCon, where everyone was talking about how there were going to be some new regulations that came out, and every single vape company was going to have to go out of business because they all used heavy metals in their cleaning processes or something bullshit like that, and they're all still around. Right? See, didn't C-Cell get busted and have to like throw $5 million worth of product allegedly away, and it didn't get shipped to New York?
Oh yeah, you think that didn't get sold on the back fucking side? Come on. Which pen is this? Is this a good one or a bad one? Is this that is the problem? Is like but the problem is people don't want to pay, right? They want to pay $2, $2.20 or whatever for a cart, and that's like the high end. And so there's a lot of people want to buy these ones for less than $1 or less than 50 cents. You start looking at like a cart and thinking about, wait a minute, how much do they want to pay? Of course they're going to use shitty material. You know what I mean? If they have a choice between, hey, we're going to use this really good, healthy, not healthy, but healthier material, or we're going to use this garbage. Like the garbage is like 0.0001 cent. The other one is 1 cent. You're like, fuck that. We'll take the 0.001 cent. Like perfect. That's 1,000 times cheaper. But at what cost? And a lot of those things. That's why you get like such an amount of defaults coming out of the gate. Now every 10th one doesn't work when you first even try to use them. That sucks. So
there might be something going on. Matthew from Luxembourg is having trouble finding the meeting, Mark. He says he clicks the link and
so what is this Reno?
It's not taking him.
Right out of the gate, I'm rolling. See, because somebody's asking when I'm rolling. I'm rolling this Reno and back.
They're very proud of that one at 14er.
It smells good. What do you know? What is it? Where does this?
There he is.
There we go. Okay.
There he is.
Hold on. Sorry.
We see you.
Are we in Luxembourg?
There we go.
Are we in Luxembourg?
We are in Luxembourg right now.
We are. You stayed up.
We are now an international show.
Or you woke back up. Did you wake back up or did you stay up for us?
I stood up.
All right. Nice.
Lots of coffee.
Drinking cups of teas.
Sweet.
You're not drinking Ozo coffee?
Not yet. I'm waiting for you to send me some.
Yeah, they don't deliver there. We'll have to send you some.
You can send them with some really old bagels. Send them some bagels. It'll take like a month to get there.
Do you know how? I don't think I could send food products across the channel.
Probably.
I don't know. Let me get this one.
So, welcome to the show on Boxing Day.
Thank you very much.
How are the holidays over there in Luxembourg?
Very calm.
Very calm.
Even more calm now that we've been imposed a new lockdown. So the curfew has been reduced to 9 p.m. now.
Because COVID stops at 9 p.m. It just says, it's 8:59, COVID, time to go to bed.
Something like that. Yeah, unfortunately, new measures. So also for us, it's a little bit complicated because all non-essential shops are going to have to close. So,
well, it's funny because over here, obviously, all the cannabis-related things became essential. I guess over there you don't have the same benefits. What's going on now? You've
look at that.
Look at that. He hasn't even opened the box yet. He didn't even open the box.
Holy shit!
Tsunami.
I said send a little bit of swag. I didn't say send a fucking big bong. Thank you. So, holy shit, Dave got a bong at him.
That looks awesome.
Now we can watch you fail miserably trying to smoke it. It'll be great. Let's one more thing to watch.
I could break it before I get a. Oh, wait, what else we got? We have. What are these? Is Luxembourg another language? What is this?
Yeah, it's Luxembourgish. It says Blijf actief. It's their carbon filters.
Sweet.
Made in Luxembourg.
Look at that. I have Luxembourg papers, Adam.
Papers, the King of Leaf, yeah.
Nice.
You guys put the leaf right on the paper saying you don't have to try to fool anybody and say it's for tobacco. So if any of our fans are in Luxembourg right now, this is where you want to go.
So you have a brick and mortar shop. How's that been with the lockdown situation? As far as have you seen sales going up because people are now smoking more and chilling at home, or has it been kind of hard?
Well, we've had a very good past 7 days, surprisingly, and we're really excited about that. We've had a lot of customers coming in and giving support and saying, "Here, I'll buy more of this and more of that to keep you guys going," which is nice. And so now, unfortunately, we're going to have to find a workaround, taking orders so people have to call into the shop, stand outside, pick it up.
Right.
We'll do
you need the little Uber app so you can see them while they're driving up to your place. All right, that guy's going to be here in a few minutes, or he's in the parking lot. Space number 3. Bring his big bong out to him.
Well, the funny thing, we got the police station just about 30 meters away.
That's always good for business.
That's good.
In the case. While they're driving up to your place. Whoever has their sound on the YouTube, turn the sound off. Maybe it's Mark who just joined us.
Yeah, I got it off.
Mark, turn your phone sideways. So Mark is from Hamilton Devices, Adam. So
nice.
Get into your Hamilton devices right out there.
I can finally bust into them.
And Matthew, meet Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, Matthew, how are you, man? Nice to meet you.
Matthew has a head shop in Luxembourg, so if you wanted an international presence, you guys should send phone numbers to each other on the chat and start carrying his Hamilton devices. Well, that is if Adam gives it the seal of approval when he starts opening up stuff.
Well, hey, all of our devices are made by stoners for stoners. So
nice. I can tell by I can tell by the design. I mean,
the packaging.
It's funny because when I looked at it, I was like, "Ooh, this is tickling my forever 16-year-old brain right here." Like, because double chambers with water, like it's already there's a few points there I can see. Like, okay, someone thought about this one. It wasn't just like slapped in there for the hell of it. Do you have distribution in Europe already?
We do, actually. We're in 5 continents right now. So, but I mean, we're doing direct shipping to Europe and the other continents. So, but we're based out of Northern California. So we're just developing devices and then putting them out to the market.
Cool. And
start ripping into one.
All right,
Open one up.
Hold on. I wanted to ask a few. I want to talk about a few of the items. Like one of the ones before I opened up, this one here, the PB1. Is this like an electronic Sherlock? Is that what that is?
Exactly. Yes. Exactly. It's just an old school Sherlock style pipe that hides your cartridge. I mean, one of the big things we do is to be real concealed, incognito, so that way hey. It's nobody's business what you're vaping anyways, and you just go about your business. And you got a cool little battery to work with, too.
Yeah, no, I noticed you guys had some dope battery designs. And so how long have you guys been in business for?
We've been in business for about 4 years. We're also one of the 5 worldwide master distributors for C-Cell. And one of our owners, he's the guy who develops all this stuff. So,
right. That's awesome. Have you seen this before in Europe at all?
Matthew, of this stuff ever get to you guys?
Not yet.
Have you heard of Hamilton devices yet?
No.
See,
no.
we're making sales. We're making sales already. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. You don't want to be like, all my competition has that stuff.
See who can get there. I'm opening my bong first. Let's see if you can get one of those open.
We're going through this. I like it. I like the design. I like. It's all about details, right?
Yeah. And got a nice little stash box too afterwards too.
Right.
Matthew, are there any rules in Luxembourg? Like, can you back in the States? In the 80s, just having a bong was a problem. I mean, even if it was clean, it was still an issue. Is that the way it is there now? Do people have to walk in your store and ask for a golf box? You have a box that looks like golf clubs.
No, luckily they don't.
You're gonna have to walk me through this one, Mark. This is like classic origami thing where you're
all right, so turn it counterclockwise there.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Cartridge goes
exactly. Yeah.
Cool. All right, that makes sense. There you go. That's about all. Yeah. And do they come charged, or do they have to? How's this?
There's a charge on. So that button there, you're gonna press that 5 times there, and that top button right there. Yeah, 5 times.
5 times has become the universal turn on anything made electronically in the smoking industry. Even like Carta, you have to push it 5 times to get it on.
Yeah.
It is funny though when you're it's like that's our stoner sort of reptile brain where you're like, you can do it in your sleep now, because now it's ingrained. You pretty much grab any device. And I'm amazed. The cheapest devices are the ones that hold the charge the best. Like I'll find a pen from 5 years ago in my drawer and I'll click it and
still
I'll be
charged.
Like, fucker's got a charge on it still. Like holy shit! And I have new ones that I've got that I use a lot and they don't hold the charge with a shit.
Dude, it would be funny to find out that the one company that goes, no, I have a really good idea. It should be 6 clicks. And they go out of business because everybody thinks it's broken because they have to hire 900 customer service reps to go, sorry, it's 6 clicks to turn it on, not 5. 5 is yesterday's stuff. That, this one is 6. It's not broken. We just want it to be different.
So after you click on it and then green lights come on, then what? You have to push it again to do it, or you just?
Yeah, you're gonna press the button and inhale.
Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah,
press the button and inhale. Is that what I do with this too, Matthew?
Yes, you do.
Look at that.
Except there's no button
on this one. Dude, this is 1, 2, 3 chamber. Tsunami glass. Oh, I'm excited. Mark, you digging this?
Yeah, I'm digging. I was just about to chime in. That thing looks cool.
Be careful with it. It looks innocent on the outside, but on the inside, it's a different story.
Yeah,
right?
It's a massive flower bomb.
Hold on.
Right?
Oh, what's that?
Yeah.
if that cart's not hitting Adam, maybe pull that little pin out of the bottom of it.
No, I think it's because I have like a pure terp. I just filled my shit with terps, and so I think it just heated it up and globbed it up to the top. So I'm like, all right, let me just.
Yeah, fucked it up already. Look at that. See, production value is everything.
Okay, I got these cookies here. I can wipe it on these cookies. So it's,
hey.
I'm using the cookies to wipe my dabber off here.
For those of you who don't realize, I baked cookies today. They are the greatest chocolate chip cookies. They put Tate's gluten-free to shame.
Nice.
And Adam's got to ding my cookies, man.
No, I was impressed.
No bagels for you, Adam.
I thought that they were Tate's cookies. That's how impressed I was.
Thank you.
I thought, geez.
Dave, can you send some to Europe, please?
That I can do. Absolutely.
It was a cart issue, of course, as usual.
Okay.
As usual. I've been trying to reuse my carts too many times. So you should have sent a whole box of carts with these things. That's what I was like, damn, there's no cart. I had to.
I'll send some out Monday then. So yeah.
Yeah, I like it. It's working now. Now it's working fine.
Now it's working.
That
so
hit well.
Yeah.
I
you
saw
put a
that plume
cartridge
over
in
the
there?
air.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I'm good.
Is that a Squatch?
It's not a Squatch. It's just some tweeps. Just straight tweeps. Where'd they go?
And you said you're a C-cell distributor, Mark?
Correct. Yes.
So the dispensary that I patronize the most here in Boulder is called 14er Holistics. I'm pretty sure this thing's a C-cell too, right?
Oh yeah, that's a dart. Yeah, that's a dart pod system.
Do you have these for sweet?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so,
do you make one of those double things where I could hide two of these inside it?
We're working on that. Yeah.
Because these are smaller, man. You should get like 6 of these in there. Then I never run out.
So we're actually working on a device right now to function with like 3 carts, or 3 dab coils, or that you can do 2 of one or whatever. So that's all in the.
Does this have a heat?
Hopefully, sometime next year.
Does this have a heat adjust? Is there a heat adjustment on this one?
It does. Yeah, three clicks to change it.
Okay, because
I think
I'm on like this. I think so. When you see the green lights, is that telling you what the heat setting is on?
Correct. So, like, if you're like from left to right, it's the coolest to the warmest.
Gotcha. Okay, because I think I was set on the lower temperature because I'm looking at it. Cool. All right, it's good to know. I like that.
Oh, fuck. All right, no, I'm interrupting you here.
Yeah,
this is the coolest fucking thing.
Tell me.
Look at this thing. So these are little pre-rolled crutches.
Nice.
See that?
Nice, yeah.
With charcoal.
The flag. That's the biggest flag.
Oh, fuck. Is there anything in here? Is there like a charcoal filter in there at all, or is it just paper, Matthew?
No charcoal filter.
Oh, they need to be twice the diameter for the joints we roll here in the States, but other than that, it looks amazing.
Oh, this thing.
I'm going to roll one of these up.
Whoa. This thing is gigantic. On the picture, I thought it was like when you look at the picture, which is here, right? You're looking at, or here, sorry. I'm like, oh, okay, it's like a thing, and the carts don't look so, but then when you pull it out, you're like, holy shit, dude, this thing is...
No, this bong looked as big as it was when I pulled it out of the box. I'm just saying.
Look at the size of this.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh, now what's going on here? Seals are popping off.
Fucking...
I'm breaking it right out of the gate.
So just so you guys know, we have probably about 50 interns that work on the show, and we wanted them to smoke out of everything beforehand, but none of them showed up, so we were just left to do it all by ourselves. So the production value.
Okay, so
what it is.
So when you put that top piece on, does the depth of it change anything, or that's just sort of how? Is that for the? Is there a certain sweet spot?
Are you talking about the water bubbler?
Yeah, this double bubble thing.
So on the bubbler, as you're sliding in through that top O-ring, just get it all the way down so it sort of bottoms out. You'll see a little inlet hole, and there's another little top hole at the top of that housing chamber.
Okay.
So just sort of have it pointing in that direction.
Gotcha. See, you need you on the line to be like, what
No,
the
you know
hell?
what we need Adam to film like little instruction marketing videos for you. So now that you've got your new double perk dab rig, this is how you get it going.
Yeah.
A little 45-second spot.
Oh, and it lights up. Oh, shit.
All right, the bong doesn't light up. I will give you that, Matthew. Next time, light up bong. Okay, make a note of that.
But the bong lights you up, though.
You looking for a job as a co-host on a podcast there, Mark, or something?
Hey, man.
He's got a co-host, okay? Easy does it with the funny jabs right there. There's only one of us should be doing that. Uh-oh, what is he screwing in now? See, this is actually, I made it seem like, Adam, you're the host of the show. You should open up all these. But really, I break shit. I'm just saying, so anybody listening, I really do break shit. So it's a very good idea that he's opening them up because I have lots of operator error on stuff like that.
He's breaking all the stuff over here, too.
Yeah, but think of what would happen if I were doing it.
Yeah, it'd be a disaster.
Vinny always hands me the cup with the worst pourability situation, like here.
Oh, you're trying to pour water into that thing? Go to the next one. He sent like half a dozen things.
I'm just gonna see this thing work, dude. This is the one right here. This is the one that
So wait, this is the one thing that I would like to see perfected, and Adam and I were talking about this.
Okay.
We were at the Emerald Cup, or one of these,
Oh yeah, I'll go every year. So.
And there's one of these he's selling all these vape products. He had one he claimed was a key fob, but when he gave me a just like a white box, said, here, enjoy, take it home. I get home, I look at it. It looks like a key fob.
Okay.
But it doesn't hide the fucking the atomizer. I mean, the cartridge is right there. So if you stuck it in the thing with your keys and the cop looked at it as you're going into Pepsi Center or something, it's just, I need one it conceals in there and it really looks like a key fob. Adam was saying he saw one that had fake buttons on it. So it looked like it would open your trunk or something. I want one of those. If you sell those, I'll put that one to use.
Well, actually, a couple of those devices that I sent, they're sort of shaped like, key fob likes, and the cartridge is completely concealed. So you don't know what's in it.
I want that back, Adam. Which one is that? Point it out. I want it back.
So you'll either have like the cloak, the Illumi, and the tombstone. So
what about the one that looked like a gold bar?
Okay, well, that's a gold bar. No, that's a gold bar. It's just you have a you just put a 510 thread cartridge on. It's an auto draw inhale, and it's what I call a novelty battery, because hey, someone's gonna buy it, and that's fine. I mean, it's a little flash, something different, and it's a good conversation piece, especially if you're sitting at a bar.
This is the key fob.
You're making hookup devices.
So that was the key fob thing I was talking about. That's the one I was talking about. You seen that one? This is like 8 years, 6 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
I found it recently and I opened it up and I was trying to figure it out and I was like, whoever designed this, like they put way too much energy into everything except for the smoking part of it all. Like they're like, yes, and then it can do this and it can do that and it can. Oh yeah, but isn't it supposed to smoke actually? Because the chamber on it is tiny. I mean, so small, and it's got a magnet, so you're gonna lose it, of course. But like, that's the bowl right there, right? So it's this tiny little chamber, and this is for weed, not for carts. So you get like one hit, and then you got to like go in the bathroom and disassemble the entire thing, and then try to get one more hit inside of it. Then lose this little tiny, because that's fallen, that's gone. Anyway, design error.
There's some devices there that are actually going to satisfy everything you're looking for. So like that one, it's like a one hitter almost. That essentially you have to keep. Smoke repack it. Yeah. Sent the day pipe, and the day pipe is our first dry flower device, and holds 8 separate bowls of 0.2 grams. So you could literally put 8 different strains in this, and it's all self-contained. So that way you don't have to ash it out every single time until you've done all 8 bowls.
It's like those old.
Is it like that thing?
Remember the bowl? Remember the old bowl they had back in the day, and you click them.
The 6-shooter.
The 6-shooter bowls.
Yeah.
Those were. Those are the things that got covered in resin and you never used them again. You're like, God damn it, this thing. Because it would always jam up. If it's good weed, it's going to jam up pretty fast, right? All right, well, I can't
what it's great for?
Of course I can't get this thing to work.
You put it on the front of your bong.
I'm being a terrible...
You handed it to a friend of yours, and because the 6-shooter was so fucking heavy, it tilted the bong over and broke your stem.
And I got everything going, but I don't have... So you still have to hold on to the thing.
Matthew, thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Very much, thank you. I know it's really late where you are right now. You're welcome to stay on as long as you want, but
I'll hang on a bit more.
Yes, stay with us.
I can't get that one.
And we speak English here too.
That one I
Say
cannot-
something in
not getting that one
Luxembourgese.
very good.
Something in Luxembourgish. Moyen, wie geht it? Means hello, how are you?
Oh, it sounds like German. Wie geht's es Ihnen?
Yeah, it's very similar to German. It's a dialect between French and German, if you want a little bit.
Do you speak German, Mark?
I do not.
Oh,
I do not.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it would have been. We could have had a conversation. You know, I can say 3 things in German. I took it in college. I got a D. My professor was this blonde goddess, and that was the end of it. I didn't learn anything.
You weren't paying that much attention.
All right, it's bowl session time. Everyone, take out your bowls.
Oh, great.
See if Adam can get his going.
Which one? This one again? I'll get this one back on.
You know, like with any new product or anything like that, there's always a small curve. Once you get over the learning curve of getting it going, then you're you know, all pro
That's
in a
always
few
been
minutes.
that's always been my whole thing about cannabis-related products in general. Though you're like, that's the best part, right? Is the learning curve. The learning curve is where it's all. I mean, of course, it's great things to work right out of the gate, but sometimes it's that when you
Look at that. His light's up right there. Which one is that one?
It's the PS1. I have 2 dab coils in it right now, so it's just trying some different concentrates. And then that little hole there, Adam, that's like a carb hole. So you're pressing the button, you're covering the hole at the same time.
Yeah.
And then you draw slowly.
I noticed that. Okay, so that's the hole that's there. Yep. But I wasn't getting. It was weird because I think what happened. I'm going to refill this other one because I have one cart that was working good and one cart that was not. So I think the not good cart was clogging them.
Okay.
You should use Squatch cartridges. And where can they find?
This one's working good, though.
Where can we find Hamilton devices right now? Would you have to go to your website to buy them, or are they sold locally, brick and mortar?
Yeah, actually, so Earth Ship Packaging right there in Denver, Meredith Tate, she owns that. She's our local distributor there in Colorado. So she has all of our devices. I mean, I highly
got us in touch.
Exactly. So I highly encourage everyone to visit earthshippackaging.com, and then she has them there. So that way, and she can sell, as many devices as you like.
And when you go to earthshippackaging.com, is there a little promo code where somebody could enter Dunn deal for a
I think
discount?
I think Meredith was getting that set up. I mean, so I'm pretty sure she has that ready to go.
See, look at that.
Yeah.
Mark, Nugget. That's our other Mark.
was Mark's
Mark
Nugget?
Mark is our producer and board op.
There we go.
Excellent.
Now it's official. All right, so here. Oops.
What's the weed like in Luxembourg, Matt? Do you have to, pretty much everyone has to grow it themselves?
Terrible. It's amnesia. Amnesia haze.
That's all you guys got?
Really?
That's it?
It's horrible.
That's it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it, pretty much.
You've been cursed by the Dutch. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Can't you just go to Seeds Here Now and buy some seeds and have them sent?
Yeah. People do grow, but the community is fairly small of people that I know that grow themselves. But we have been blessed being really close to the Netherlands, which have influenced us hugely with their coffee shops and the way they do.
Well, then we're definitely going to have a session when we go back to Amsterdam.
The amnesia is definitely a curse as far as the fact that it's just overtaken everything over there. There's really not much diversity left because most people, that's what they do.
It's everywhere. They just managed to flood the whole market. It's unbelievable.
Right?
Yeah.
That sucks.
But now and again, you find a bit of kush. Some of these so-called Cali strains have been spoken about so highly lately. So,
get any cookies out there or runts? Yeah. That's what everybody's talking about right now.
Cookies, gelato, sherbet.
Mark, what's up with
guys?
What's up with the shiv? Tell me real quick before. I'm gonna put this as part of our because we're gonna do the wheels of deals for the New Year's show. So I want to keep some of these. So when we give them away, I don't want to open up every single one of them. So
yeah.
But what's the deal with that one?
So the shiv is essentially like a full-on mod box where you can adjust the voltage in a tenth of a volt increment, and it also uses like a switchblade stiletto knife action. So actually, I'll show you here.
Cut someone.
Well, you heard the shank, now you got the shiv. So here's the device. I mean, if you can see that, all right.
Your products seem to be very prison oriented. What are we talking about here?
I know he's like shanking people.
Well, I mean,
yeah,
pretty much. I mean, I didn't say where in Northern California they were designed, but they were designed in Northern California. So, yeah.
So was smoking apparatus.
Yeah,
they're made out of recycled license plates.
Yeah, just to give you reference where we're at, we're based out of the Sacramento Valley. So Folsom State Prison's not too far. So we hang out with Johnny Cash and stuff still. Yeah. So here's the shiv. So I'm going to watch it here. So
wait, do that again. Do that again.
Yeah. Did you see that one?
Oh, wow.
Ah, that's great.
Yeah. So you can just be tooting down the road. And then just boom, gone.
It's like, what do you? You see nothing. You have to do one of those.
No cop could ever figure that out. That device is totally a secret.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that.
You're going to have to carry his products, Matthew.
Very discreet.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. That's the whole point of it, just being discreet. Even though here, we're in California where everyone, there's 40 million idiots here in California, and half of us smoke weed that, are open about it, and there's probably another half of those that say they don't, that do. But it's still, you try to have something a little more discreet. It's nobody's business what you're vaping anyways. And, hey, just go about your day. And plus, I take this into, basketball games, or to concerts and stuff. Like, what is it? My vibrator. So, hey.
What were you talking about there? A basketball game and a concert?
Oh, those don't exist anymore, by the way.
No.
By the way, those are ancient history.
Yeah. Not anytime recent,
Now with people, do you see people?
Oh,
like, in the wild?
Well, I still watch National Geographic, so hey, man, yeah,
he's on. So
they're out there.
Yeah, I learned that when I finally got out of my fucking bubble here, and we took the family to In-N-Out Burger, and didn't go inside, stayed in the car, rolled the window down a half inch, placed the order to the microphone, handed cash, didn't take any change.
Yeah.
And rolling the window up every moment, having the recycle air so it's blowing out of the car, wearing 3 masks, grab the bag of food, leave, disinfect everything. What does Adam send me 3 days ago? You know where the latest COVID outbreak is? In-N-Out Burger.
Of course.
Oh?
Yes.
Yeah. Couldn't let me have Christmas not knowing that. Had to send it to me on Christmas Eve.
It was a great feeling.
Just couldn't just so just saying. Matthew tried to use the photo I posted of the menu board because he could almost see my face in the mirror, and so thinking he'd get a free pack of seeds out of it. It was a good try, Matthew, but I don't know. It was a really good try.
Close.
How's that one hitting, Adam?
My joint is great. Great.
Oh, it's a joint.
My joint is hitting great. No, I didn't open that one up. I was going to save this. I'm saving the shiv for the Wheels of Deals because that's definitely now people know. Rosendog's all over that, stabbing and dabbing.
I know it.
I mean, he's like, come on, dude. He's like, give me the shiv, right?
Do you guys know about what we're doing next week?
I heard a little bit, but please fill me in.
We got a 12-hour.
I think we're going to have.
We're doing a 12-hour show, and part of it is going to be getting on the Wheels of Deals, which is going to be giving away. That's why we got all these incredible products here for everybody. But we're going to just kind of entertain our way into the New Year's, and at the same time give away as much crap as we can give away. That's the
12-hour show. 12-hour show.
Hey, 12 hours. We got a lot of time. A lot of time to fill there. But we're really checking in with everybody all over the world too. So
nice.
We
have like 35 guests coming on the show, from Tommy Chong to Ed Rosenthal to Chloe from Cannabis Business Awards, Danny Danko from formerly of High Times Magazine, Kyle Cushman, a whole bunch of people.
Excellent. I was watching Tommy Chong show the other week. That was great.
Yeah, it was fun, right? It was a good show. It's always nice when he's on. When he's on, he's good. That's the thing. Tommy can be on, and he can be. Sometimes I've had Tommy off a few times where I've been like,
he's allowed. He is allowed. You know what? He is the quintessential. He has paid his fucking dues for all of us. So on or off, I'm surprised I was able to talk the whole time, and I didn't even start to cry until after it was all over. So. It was really good.
So we have Trichome Jungle coming in right now. So I'm gonna have to let you guys go.
Yeah.
But I would love
Matthew
to.
and Mark, thank you so much.
I'm gonna
Hey,
be.
thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Nice to meet you, Matt.
Mark, would you want to jump on the show next week just during our because we have 12 hours to fill, so we're
Yeah, absolutely.
we can.
Yeah.
We'll
And
do when
Matthew
we get.
too. We're doing a fan hour too. You should definitely zoom in for that.
All right, I will do.
And
Thank
then,
you.
and then we'll crack into some of your other products during the thing, and we'll because we'll be giving them away at the time, so it'll be perfect.
I'll send some more out Monday so you guys have more stuff to give away, and I'll send a bunch of empty cards. for you
Yeah,
to-
look at
There
that.
we go. Empty cards. That's always a good,
Yeah.
always a blessing.
Mark,
Yeah.
Nugget.
Well, hey, yeah, and then remember, earthshippackaging.com. Meredith will take care of you on all of our devices.
That's awesome.
So,
We'll get that up on the chat, gang.
perfect.
Earthship packaging.
Yeah.
Thanks,
All
Mark.
See,
right.
those are high-tech effects, right?
Yes.
High tech. High tech. High tech. All right.
Thank you,
thanks,
guys.
Thanks, Mark, and thanks,
All right.
Matthew.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Peace.
All right. Peace.
And this is the fun part. Up there it is.
Hey
We should
guys,
have, you know,
Can you
it'd be
hear me?
funny if-
Yes, we
We
can.
hear you, Eric. Your video's not on.
no,
No, he's
No.
hiding in the shadows.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Hiding in the shadows.
We're going to put up a picture of Lindsay Lohan.
There you go.
in
Live
for
on the
you,
air.
okay?
Live on the air. With Lindsay.
Right.
how are you guys doing anyway?
We're doing good. How are you doing, man? And I know it's a little more.
Yeah.
You're in a bit more of an extreme lockdown again. It sounds like, huh?
Yeah, well, it's not been too bad here. The shops and all that are still open.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. It was more of a lockdown, but they've relaxed it a little bit now.
Again, I mean, in our world, it doesn't. It just means we have more time to hang out with the plants and be more attentive, right? It's like in the long run.
What are you talking about? There's no lockdowns here. When they lock down, people don't give a fuck. They find a way to go anywhere they want.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why
if you, but if you're in your own, like if you're like you, where you follow all the rules and listen to everybody, everything that everybody tells you. No, but in general,
What
I
do you
think it's a good excuse. You know, it's just a good reason to get in there and take care of the plants. So, since
This is Adam Sage and Sour.
oh, look at that! You didn't smoke
at
it all
that.
yet. Good job. Speaking of which, actually, yeah, you sent me that photo from an old grow of yours of sage and sour. Let's see if I can send that to Mark. That was quite a impressive little shot.
So, what's anything new coming down the line for you? Any new crosses that you're just really proud of?
Yeah, well, I've just been. I'm just testing out all the new regular lines of the lilt crosses. I released the feminized lines a bit back, so I decided to make them in regular seeds as well.
Nice.
When you say regular, you mean non-fem?
Yeah, that's it. Using a male.
For us Jedi breeders that need an occasional nudge of information. I didn't know what boofing. Would you know what boofing is, Eric?
Boofing? No.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only one. Boofing has something to do with your ass and it not going out in the in direction. But
Boof and drug. Come on.
I can't confirm it.
Okay, I'll Google that after then.
I would if you Google it.
Your search
I would
engines
not
are all
have
net, yeah.
images on.
Yeah, you don't want your image.
Make sure image is off.
But yeah, so when I make the feminized, I'll reverse a female, and I'll tend to use SDS, which I make myself, and then I turn in my female plant into a male plant to make the pollen, to make the female seeds.
Mm-hmm.
And with my regular seeds, I've selected a male, but which is like a brother to the female.
Nice.
What's your feminized percentage?
From the regular seeds, well, I'm going to say most of the time it's pretty much like 50-50. But what I'm noticing with some of my female plants that I've selected from female seeds prior to crossing them, I get a higher percentage of females coming out with these.
Huh.
So things like the orange soda crossed with a lilt, that's coming out with a higher percentage of females. And also the jungle juice crosses, they came out with higher percentage of females as well.
So we have so Jeff joined us, of course, early because
turned
Dave
the YouTube off.
because Dave had predicted you were going to be late. So that's how.
I want to be on time.
And you're early. You're 15 minutes early now. Look, I said you might be a little late because you were coming back to get cell service.
Yeah, see,
And
Dave.
now you're early.
Dave
Look at that.
messed the scheduling up already. So
I
Eric, we got a lawyer on the line in case you got any law, even though it's the wrong country, but yeah, if you got any issues, we got some free advice right here live. We have a caller in from.
Of course, just go ahead and work it out.
I'm
Or
working
if
you.
you're
Yeah,
happily sitting down with any of the elected legislators from the country you're in and you want them to really craft good cannabis legislation, they can reach out to Guard Law Firm, and write those regs correctly the first time instead of writing them some fakakta way that benefits some local 5 families there, and then you have to rewrite them for everyone to make money. But thank you for joining, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Glad to be here. Thank you.
You have an article coming out right now about home growing?
Well, I am working on one, and what I wanted to let everybody know, because we're going into 2021 and things are getting a little tight in the wallet department, so you want to be able to cultivate your own cannabis legally here in Colorado as you can, but you should know, particularly the medical folks, I think, that even though a doctor may recommend a higher plant count for you, the state law limits all residential cultivation to 12 plants total, no matter how many people live there or any doctor's recommendation or anything like that. So there's been some pretty heavy restrictions placed on home cultivation. Additionally, everything has to be kind of locked up and secured and battened down. And even if you have like a little outdoor greenhouse grow or something like that, you should have a little cheesy ass padlock on it or whatever you need, and something that gives it that sense of privacy about it, So these are the kinds of things I think people who came from much earlier, who have, extended plant counts and have been doing this successfully for a long time, may not be aware of that law change.
So do you think it's going to?
Have you ever been able to successful?
No, I was just going to ask if do you see that? Do you see that having? Well, kind of what you were about to say too. Do you see that having any kind of allowances in any way, shape, or form, or is it pretty much like that's the new?
Well, there are limitations to what district attorneys, what cops will do. It more depends on where the county that you live in is, and there's harsher ones, of course, and then there's more more even-handed ones. And I guess what I would say is the more you look and act and behave like a hobbyist who is, cultivating cannabis for your own personal benefit, I think those cases are much more defensible than, of course, the guy who is obviously got a, commercial packaging machine and other things that give a very clear indication when you walk in the door that this isn't some hobbyist. This is a guy who is still making a little side hustle, in the black market. So, those are the ones that they try to focus on. But if really you're just growing your plants and and you're a little bit sloppy about it, the cops are going to be at least a little easier to deal with. But again, if you look slick, I always said back in the old caregiver days, I mean, you need when the police walk in, you need to look like a Ramada Inn. I mean, there should be nothing out of place. Everything should look exactly the way it is supposed to look when you walk in the door. It's those things that are out of place that give them the ability to move forward with warrants and seizures and felonies and things like that. So,
and whatever happened to the Jason Love decision? Is that out the window right now? There's no more doctor.
Well, that predates there's still medical marijuana affirmative defenses, and it is but when they built in the 12 plant count limitations on personal cultivation for residential, they also included those as part of the criminal statute. So I do still think it is able to be argued. But if you look at the Jason Love precedent, that was a guy who was a very, very legitimate medical patient, long time history of chronic illness. The cultivation that he had was amateurish at best. What he got busted for was a bunch of weed trash, that he didn't get rid of, shade leaves and stalks of stems, but then it added up to some weight that put some pressure on him. So again, he kind of goes to my exact point. If you are legitimate and you are a sick person or you're a person trying to operate within the recreational laws, you're going to have a much better ability to defend yourself. But again, I think Jason Love's a good example because they prosecuted him knowing he was a sick patient, knowing that was weed trash. They flex their muscle because they can. Mm-hmm. But it can be defeated. That's just nothing. I'd rather people erred on the side of caution. And if they need me to help them deal with something and they're legitimate, I'm totally down for that. It's just going to, I'm saying it needs to look as legitimate as you're really going to tell me that it is, or a jury.
Well, that sucks. I was hoping you're going to say something much better than that.
Okay, here's the good news, though. The good news is if you don't cultivate residentially, if you have a little piece of land or you have a little area where you can put up a greenhouse, then at that point the state limitations no longer exist, and you're right back in the medical model where if your doctor recommends 25 plants and you guys can justify that from a medical standpoint, then you can cultivate 25, your wife can cultivate 25. It's just this residential component because they were having so many problems with people being asshole neighbors with their weed grow.
Okay.
So if you live in a rural, something deemed rural, where you could have goats and chickens and a cow or something like that, and you set up a greenhouse, now we're moving into the medical realm of affirmative defense and medical need and so on.
Exactly. And I do think that you still always are going to have that medical defense and that medical need, but when you layer over these plant limitations and these plant counts and these registration requirements, a jury's going to evaluate that. Did you have it buttoned up? Now, smart guys are filling out their forms. They're submitting their paperwork. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And if they get, found with too many plants, everything else is buttoned up. And then you're saying, well, gee, I had a good crop this year. I needed to double up because I lost my summer harvest and, was trying to make up for lost time. I mean, just something like that, you still always have the defense. It's just
my plants got COVID this year. I fucked everything up.
COVID.
Yeah, COVID. My plants got COVID. Yeah. That's it. It jumped species.
It's a tough year. I got a lot of issues.
Yeah. So
and don't worry about that $1,200 cash that I have sitting in a shoebox right next to my grow either. That's all good.
Is $1,200 a lot of money?
I know, right? $1,200 doesn't sound like a lot. You're like, wait a minute.
Well, any even numbered amount of money looks suspicious. Mm-hmm. Always have nickels and dimes.
Always have some change. You want to have some change.
Yeah, you don't be $1,200 on the nut or $1,400. Make it $1,376.50.
I'm going to change that. You know what? I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to bet in poker right now. Instead of just doing standard 2.5x, the big blind.
It'll freak people out.
2.34.
I bet 1501. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially when you're on a draw.
Yes, I want that tell in my betting pattern. So anytime I bet some fakakta number, 1336, he's on a draw. That's good. That nobody will pick up on that yet.
And then you can use that to your advantage because you're not on a draw. You're sitting on the nuts, so you're all right.
When are we gonna play in a home game anytime soon? I heard about poker. I mean, I'd love to learn more.
We should get together. Well, you're very COVID cautious, and I'm very COVID reckless. So
he ain't coming over.
Maybe we're going to need some vaccines before that happens.
Yeah. If you have any pull in the legal community, I really want a vaccine so that I can experience 4/20/21. So anybody listening who wants to bump me up to the front of the line for whatever reasons, I won't turn it down. I won't turn it down.
Well, I'll look for loopholes when I get back to the office on Monday for you, Dave.
So, I know I don't want a loophole.
If I see loopholes, I'll find one for you.
I'll take all your loopholes. I'll take all his loopholes.
If one falls off the back of the truck.
Exactly. I'll take all Dave's.
Yeah, that's the one not kept. No. Oh, God. Doodly-doo. Eric, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
What's the legal framework where you are right now? Wait, stay on. I want to hear about the difference between the laws in
I'll stay
in
on.
the U.S.
Okay, that's cool.
Well, in Spain, you can smoke in your own house. You can share the cannabis with people in your own house, as long as it's in your private residence. You can't take the cannabis out into public because they class that as trafficking it. But there's no law to say that you can grow cannabis. So it's sort of tolerated. And how the clubs work is the clubs are a private club that they have members, and members can consume cannabis on the property of the club because it's a private club. But the whole side of it, growing it and producing it, is all a bit of a grey area.
That's so strange, Jeff. So backward, right? You can grow
you got to think about.
You just can't smoke it with anybody here, or you can't go to a club here. And we need like the merging of Spain and the United States laws to come together so we can have social clubs once it's.
Well, you're so right. And again, but both of them share that fear of transport. Where people are getting into trouble is bringing cannabis around in two places. It's always kind of been, most police contact is in the vehicle. So, it is interesting. But again, we need to have their clubs, and they need to have our legalized cultivation and distribution network. That's what we talked about a couple of shows ago is where hospitality's going, and when we can finally get together and do something like that.
Yeah, but it's the same as Amsterdam, Holland in general.
Yeah.
They have all the coffee shops, but the growing of cannabis again is a grey area. It's not permitted in Holland.
Well, yeah, and the crazy part about
the first 2 weeks of.
Well, the worst part about that is that they were so, it was just so against the grain of what's going on. It's like, wait a minute, so we're bringing you guys hundreds of millions of dollars in money, and you're not giving us anything for it except for grief the entire time. So it made it almost impossible to sustain, because then what happened is all the small mom and pop people would get kicked out, and you're down to Albanian gang members and people like that growing all the weed because they're the only ones that'll take the risk, So
who would ever buy a hotel room in Amsterdam in November who wasn't there to smoke grass?
Nobody.
It is cold and rainy, and everything is dark. You go there to smoke grass. Every hotel should be kicking back 10% to every coffee shop in the area. And whatever the legislature needs to do, they need to embrace this. I wonder if it's the same in Spain, Eric, but here in the United States, I feel it hasn't translated to the law yet, but I think there's been a monumental shift in perception of cannabis since COVID. And I think that's going to lead to the next few years of some, I'll call them, positive legislative changes for everyone. And I think if the United States can lead in that, it can just open up, and we can have
well, and the sad and then the sad part about it is everything we're talking about, it's not even anything different than what we normally, just our normal day-to-day fucking activities. It's not like we're asking for the moon and the stars. We're asking for hey, we want to be able to smoke weed hang out with our friends after work, or on a weekend or whatever. Whoa, it's like we're creating so much difficulty just to get to that point, right? And it's kind of like having a beer. It's like having a beer and a joint back in the day in Amsterdam was like the thing that was like, oh man, this is so great. You can't do this anymore. And now it's almost impossible anywhere to be able to do both, because if you're in a weed place, you can't have alcohol. And if you're in an alcohol place, you can't have weed. If you want to go outside to smoke a cigarette or smoke a joint, you got to put your beer. You know what I mean? They've made that simple pleasure like the most impossible thing ever right now, it seems like. So,
well, even if we get the hospitality rooms, even if we do move forward with things here in Colorado, we're still right where we were. And I mean, that seems to be fairly much across the board, except for, you go to the milk vag or something, but even then you have to go to a different floor to drink and a different floor to smoke and different things like that. So.
ridiculous. I mean, listen, I don't really drink, but it's ridiculous, you know, especially in Europe where it's so tolerated and it's not put up on a pedestal, right? You start drinking beer at 16 in Germany. So there's different cultures, you know.
And from place to place, it differs in Spain, like where Catalonia, where Barcelona, they seem to allow the clubs to thrive a little bit more than other places that I've noticed in Spain. So they've got quite a lot in a small area. So because there's so many there, it tends to work, and they sort of allow, like you were saying, there is a place for people to go, relax, chill, smoke with their friends, and a nice environment to do that. Yeah.
It was almost Spanibus. It was almost Spanibus in March, and the fucking plague had to fucking hit. And
you've been to Spanibus before?
Yeah.
Just the year before all this Michigas. So
okay, yeah. So you've seen how it works with the clubs and stuff like that.
Yes, we went to Treasure, and it was and a couple others. I just don't remember their names, but yeah, it was quite an interesting social dynamic. You know, it was what I really appreciated about Amsterdam when I first went there in 1990. It really it was just being able to sit at a table with friends, not even with other people, and enjoying cannabis. And I wasn't a criminal in that moment. It was not lost on me, you know. And I'm feeling.
What's funny is that like Spain kind of picked up the slack because Amsterdam had this whole thing of like. I mean, now the shops are a little nicer, but for the longest stretch, they had the same fucking like the shop hadn't changed in 30 years. It was like the uncomfortable chairs and the everything,
horrible chairs.
Everything about it was like
they don't want you to stay there.
It was like
get out.
Oh yeah, they want you in and out. They don't want you getting all comfy, you know. And you'd be like, yeah, it would be nice. And in Spain, they kind of had the opposite.
Man.
Spain was more like, hey, leather couches and widescreen TVs, and we got all the comforts that you were lacking in Amsterdam, because Amsterdam never had creature comforts at all. It was always like
the space is lacking in Amsterdam as well. All the places are very small, aren't they?
Right, small, and you're like you can barely roll a joint because your elbows are like banging into each other, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm just trying to roll a joint. Sorry, like you're trying to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah,
but
the Greenhouse Centrum, where Big Steve always likes to hold court, is the worst for sitting down. They have like circa 1950 round stool that wants to go straight up your ass, like from a bad diner back in the 50s.
No, I know. It's funny.
And they don't move.
No.
And I want a social club here when
what's that, Eric?
Well, when we get something like that, Dave, let's just hope it's just very, very cool like that, because what I'm hearing from the dispensary owners is they can't seem to find a way to monetize it, and they don't necessarily want to fund it in, like, for instance, high-end Boulder real estate, unless they can find a way to make some money on it. So, you know, unless they expand the model to allow coffee sales and to allow, you know, other things, and to make it more of a you know, like a Trident Plus or something, you know.
Well, the thing is that you got to imagine that all the shops in Amsterdam, I mean, they make money on coffee, of course, but it's not about the coffee, it's about the weed, right? So that's the thing, is if you have a social place where
they're allowed to sell.
Yeah, so that's it. That's the money right there. And so they talked about it here, which I was very excited. Like, I was like, really? They're going to let people do sales on site? Like, oh, that's exciting. But for the most part, without that, you're really like, unless you've got some crazy scheme, because people don't want to pay just to walk into a room. That's like, you're like, wait a minute, I can go sit in my garage with my 5 friends and we don't have to pay, and like, go back to your garage. You know what I mean? But it is really, really hard. I mean, I've tried to run social club idea things without having any kind of real structure behind it, because we realize the minute you say membership, you turn off half your people right out of the gate, because they're like, oh, don't want to sign up, don't want to pay, don't want to do nothing. Right. And it's like, so you realize it's hard, but at the same time, it's like kind of necessary, though, especially when you think about how many people are buying weed and not having a safe, and they're not from out of state, and they don't have a safe place to smoke, and that's
what's
a needed thing.
What's the language right now, Jeff? Is it you can't sell weed? You
can do one or the other. You can do it where you allow it at like having an accessory room to a dispensary. You can have basically an area where you can go and consume, and then there's ones where they're allowing small sales. I think it's gram and a half, and that edibles or whatever. You can make small sales that way, but they've really made it very restrictive, so that again, you're going to have to kind of go back to the well several times. But these all require local approval, and they're all just kind of sitting on it. Mainly, I think things would have moved faster, but for COVID, just because the social thing was gaining some pretty good momentum in 18 and 19. I mean, you were out at Spanvis, there was a lot of momentum growing and a lot of culture growing at that time. But now, everybody's going to have to kind of rebound before something like that's going to get super exciting, I think.
Well, now the word social is like terrifying to people. You're like, hey, what about social?
Yeah.
You're like, you mean like multiple
with
people
a mask?
in the same area? Like, no. Yeah, so we've definitely lost that kind of ambition to get together with that many people. But at the same time, we're also getting into the weird, like a year is coming up soon. And once you get to a year where some people haven't really had any kind of real interaction with people, we're going to start to see some serious mental issues.
I saw Jeff's face. Yeah. I gave him some bagels once.
Yeah.
That's it. I saw you.
Yes.
Adam,
face to face.
Yeah.
I see Mark every now and then with a mask. It's I'm ready. I'm ready to face the outdoors again. I didn't stick it out this long just to lose patience right now. I can give it another few months.
So are you guys in lockdown now?
Not really.
Depends on what you call lockdown. I have a bubble with my family, and I live on an acre. We can go out. It's really what Polis said. There's 1 in 50 has it right now, and now Europe is talking about some new variant. Listen, I'll stick it out until I get a vaccine. Everyone makes their own personal choice. It is what it is. That's their own thing. I just want to be able to play cards with Jeff because I hear I might be able to learn something. Not right. To take any of his money or anything.
Oh, no, I don't think so. You're the tournament winner, David.
I was going to say, that sounds like some shark talk right there. That's some shark talk right there. I was going to go and lose some money.
I'd like to learn from you. I'd like to learn from you and your friends. So, if there are others in the legal profession want to, very well-to-do, hoity-toity, go to Vail and Aspen and want to play some cards, I'd love to learn from them. So you let me know when the next home game is in Attico. Thanks for your time, Jeff. You're the best, man. So Guard Law Firm.
Thank you, guys. Number? Appreciate you having me.
What's your phone number?
It is 303-499-3040.
There, you can remember.
499-3040.
499-3040. And you should probably have it in your phone ahead of time rather than trying to fumble when you're nervous.
Or just write it on Sharpie on your
when they're checking your ID back at the car.
Yeah. I'm pretty confident that if you got a tattoo of Guard Law Firm and the phone number on your inside of your wrist or something, you'll get a discount for legal. I'm pretty confident of that.
We should be able to scan that on the get a little tattoo where you just scan it on the wrist, just like you do those restaurant menus. Just pops right up.
I don't answer questions.
Gets me on the phone. I'm on the Zoom right there with you. Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good New Year.
You too.
You too.
Peace out.
Appreciate it.
All right, Eric. Oh, this is the fun part.
He got off. Look at that.
He did it. He managed.
He made it.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, what time is it in Spain?
Time. Let me have a check now. It's 22 in the morning.
Thank you for putting up with us.
No, it's all good.
You a late guy? Are you a late night guy or?
I have been lately for the last few days. Yeah.
I normally am myself. I'm the worst. Like right around 1 o'clock in the morning is when I wake up. I'm like, oh, everyone else is asleep. Perfect. This is the time to do some work, you know. So.
And for those of you who think he's joking, it's not. I'll check my WhatsApp in the morning or something, and he and Mark are having conversations at 2:45 in the morning, and I'm getting up at 5 a.m. You know, so it's different strokes for different folks, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm normally an early riser.
And so during this whole thing, as far as growing wise, do you do everything on site, or you have to kind of make your way through the bullshit to get to your spots, or?
No, I've been just at my place. Nothing much has changed for me. I don't tend to leave the house too much. I go to the shops, get my things, and that's about it, really.
Well, that's what I think for most growers. It's like this has actually been kind of what I was saying earlier too. I think that the plants have seen us more than they normally do, because usually that's the only problem is like because you have so much to do and got to be here, there, everywhere. You get back to the plants, and then it's like you can finally relax. But now it's just like, okay, I guess there's nothing else to do except hang out with them. So I've been loving it personally.
Yeah, I've been getting creative as well. So yeah, so that's bonus as well. Extra time to do that.
And creative in the sense of doing more crosses and things, or even
crosses and creative making things. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I think that's also one of the things too. A lot of people have taken up new hobbies or finished hobbies that they never completed. You know, which is probably most of us. Especially
want a bagel?
Especially, yeah, exactly. Dave's just been making bagels nonstop. He's like on a perpetual bagel making.
He's become a chef, has he?
Mm-hmm. No, I can make bagels and cookies. That's about it right now. But I'm pretty proud of my bagels.
No, definitely, like you were saying, and Adam, more people have definitely become more sort of creative in this time. Yeah?
Well, yeah, it's a good time to do that. I mean, it's like if you got, I mean, especially because now we're getting close to like, you know, almost a year, let's say, maybe not quite, but in a year's time, you can do so much. I mean, there's so many like things that you really think, you know, you try it 2 or 3 times and then you're like, oh, whatever, you know, I'll get around to it at one point. Now it's like you have no excuse, except for now we're at that point where we're so far beyond it that the excuses just create themselves, right? You're like, well, I fucked that up. I could have done it. I could have done that. I could have learned all that shit.
There's the guilt factor, right? Now you take up the hobby because you're like, fuck, I'm going to be out of quarantine in like 4 or 5 months.
I didn't even come out. Yeah, everyone else is going to come out with
I got to have something to show.
No. What did you learn during this time period?
What?
I do. I have junk drawers I haven't cleaned up yet. Like I just like I'll look at them and go, damn, maybe one day I'll go tackle that incredible mission. I just found where mice had gotten into. Somehow they gotten into one of my junk drawers, which there was a couple packs of seeds here and there, and they like found the seeds, ate every fucking seed out of every pack they could find. You know what I mean? And then I'd find like a little baggie with all shoot. I was like, you little motherfuckers! And I don't even know what they fucking they were good. Whatever they were good because they wouldn't have eaten them otherwise. Right?
That's funny.
You know, if mice had a bigger range, you know, like a deer or something, and you found plants going randomly around the yard outside, you're like, that motherfucker, right? Shit my seed out.
Yeah, right. Like a meerkat.
Damn it!
Like a fucking meerkat. Shitting on coffee.
Right. Is that a meerkat? No, it's
civet cat.
Civet, yeah.
They're the same ones that caused all this pandemic, isn't it? Civet cats, or no? I don't know.
No, I thought that was Randy from South Park. Fuck the pangolin.
So yeah, the pangolin. So Eric, what you as far as on the other side of the creative things, did you anything new coming down the pipeline from the last time that we haven't talked about already?
Yeah, well, I'm working on reversing the soulmate now, which is I used a male the first time, and so I thought I'm going to make some lines, exact same lines, but just using the reversed female. So I'll make them feminized. So I'm reversing the female at the moment. So that's going to be the next project. But that's going to be.
I like the name. The name's good. It's a good one.
Soulmate's from Bodhi.
Yeah, that sounds like a Bodhi strain too.
Yeah.
So
it's Pine Sol, which is
clean your house with it.
Goji OG, one of the Goji OG phenos.
Yep.
Crossed with the Wookiees. But it's a really nice plant. You get these like sweet, lavendery, zesty, slight lemon type terps coming from it. It's a nice one.
Yeah, I think the goji is definitely it seems like a lot of people have been use that one too, so it seems pretty stable. That and his lotus was also like that too.
Yeah, there's literally two distinct phenos. Every time you grow it, you either get the more like slightly pine sol, which you've got the more zest, and then you get the other side, which is the more, I don't know, what it would be, the Appalachia, which has got the more like lavender type terp. Or it may come in from that side of the genetics anyway.
Right. I like, and those ones I think are the ones for your concentrates, that particular, the kind of lighter on the phenos, lighter on the terps, but in a nice way. Like it's all background flavors or something. There's not, you don't get that front end punch.
Even selecting a male, like I would never select a male from like seeds which have got multiple phenotypes. So you like each female is totally different in smell. Like you really don't know what that male is passing over unless you're picking something for growth pattern or something like this. So with the soulmate, you knew what you were getting with a male, basically.
Yeah,
it was either this one or this one.
Right, it's either this or that.
It's either one or the other.
Right.
50-50.
Yeah, that's it.
That's awesome.
Hey, speaking of terps, I'm gonna open this box of juicy right here. Sour diesel 14er rosin. Thank you, Evan and crew.
All right, let's see what I got up here. I got these are all the rosin series, right? So they have this blackberry, banana,
the solventless series.
The straw nanos, actually.
Although that will make me get into a whole discussion, but.
Hey, what's the deal over? Have you legalized mushrooms in your state?
Well, yeah,
in Denver.
Denver, in the city of Denver, and you won't be prosecuted. It doesn't necessarily. It's like the kind of like the baby steps. You know what I mean? We haven't gotten to the full.
Yeah, that first starting point.
Yeah. So technically, like the police can't use any funds to go after people for those things, but at the same time, it's only in Denver proper too. There's
and trust me, it is only Denver proper. I have a friend who was in Denver, crossed to the wrong county, and spent 2 years in probation. So,
but definitely we're on the road. We're 100% on that road, and I mean, the cool part is that like friends of ours were part of the initiative here, and just to see that it was the same. Basically, they just used the same framework from cannabis, because all these people were the same people who had been through the whole system, saw how it works, saw behind it a little bit, and was like, oh yeah, we can do this. You know what I mean? And it was great to watch it just like go through, and even like with high numbers, it wasn't even like a question, And I think we're kind of at that phase where people now are going to look into natural plant medicine for everything, because at the end of the day, that's the shit that really works. And
yeah, definitely.
Too many people are on too many pharmaceuticals, and there's, that. I feel like those days are over in a sense. Like people are now finally going to see, like, hey, shit, why would we do that when we can? It's like therapy.
Yeah, but I feel like we're inviting trouble by even saying what you just said.
Oh, stop.
We know that it relieves people of taking pharmaceuticals. We just don't need to say it out loud right now. It'll slowly trail off. But I don't want any enemies. I don't want somebody from fucking Pfizer going, wait a minute, we need to now spend some money to stop that legislation.
Stop the Adam Dunn show from
educating
the masses.
You've already plugged the vaccine anyway.
Yeah.
It's, fuck. You send me your mail, whatever. I'll take it both ways. I'm just.
you will. Will.
Thank you, 14er. This is sour diesel rosin.
I'm trying to straw nana myself. You smoking a lot of rosin on that side over there, or? What's your hash of choice these days, Eric?
I'm smoking flower at the moment. I'm just smoking my sun-grown stuff. So smoking some cherry cookie and orange soda.
Right. Yeah, this one tastes really good. Straw Nana.
Oh yeah.
Which one is that? Straw Nana?
Yeah.
Be really terpy.
Interesting. It's like rind, like a rind or something like that, like a total, like watermelon rind kind of flavor. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Their rosin production is, it's I want to say scientific. It's the same every time. It is always fire.
So what do you guys smoke a lot then? More rosin and stuff like this?
I have been during COVID.
You know,
okay.
The thing is, I still like BHO products because I think they definitely capture the profile that I like. Like if I smoke good hash, doesn't matter if it's made from water hash or dry sieve or BHO or even rosin, there's a certain kind of like hash quality that is kind of runs through the whole thing. Like it's like a one line that runs through the whole deal. And if you can get close to that line in any way, shape, or form, I feel like that's what I like, you know. And some stuff doesn't do it. Like if you try to make anything with CO2, it does not even come close. Like it's fucking miles away from that line. You know what I mean? Wherever that line was, it's not there. So like you smoke it, you're like, ugh, what is that? Like, ugh, that's terrible. And so yeah, I think to me, good BHO that's done well and cleaned well, like something like this stuff here,
or if anything from apothecary extracts. Because this honey banana, I don't know how. I don't know. Come on. I think you make this extraction and then you put a name to it. Somebody went, I made this, and holy moly, it smells like a banana dipped in honey. And that terp profile translates through to the smoke. It is so amazing. This is the honey banana batter, and it's a BHO. Mm-hmm. And it is, Mark, do you have some of that in the studio?
Oh, yeah.
This was when you brought me this over, I set this aside. You know, it didn't go in the regular one. It was like this one you save, and Brent, if you're listening and you want to zoom in, holy moly, your stuff is legend right now. I every dispensary in Colorado carries it. That has to say something. I mean, it really does. In fact, I'm going to send him a note right now, see if he wants to jump on real quick.
I've always wanted a nice banana strain, but I've never been impressed with a lot of the stuff. But I've smelled a few nice things from DNA, I think it was, that had like a really nice banana smell to the blunt and that.
Oregon Kid's got a really good banana kush that he did, which he made from a bubble gum. And the bubble gum's got, like, it's funny because the original bubble gum, which I didn't even really recognize it back in the day until I got it back. So like 20 years later, I get the same clone back, I grow it out, and I'm like, weird, because I don't remember these terps at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was kind of on I was looking at a whole other side of it all. And because I'd smoked some of that banana kush, which then I found out was made with bubble gum, I was like, oh, that's weird. I don't remember that. And then straight off the fucking first time I grew it out, again, after 20 years, I was like, fucking banana terps. There they are right there. So kind of like more like a rotten banana, though, not like a.
Is it the banana?
Does it come through on the flavor, though? Does it come through on the flavor as well as the smell?
It's more on the smell than the flavor, for sure. Like flavors, tough flavors are. But I've had a few good ones where I've just been like, damn, that is like banana right there, 100%. So it's there. It's definitely not a. I wouldn't say it's not easy to find, but it's also not hard to find because it's been in the matrix there.
Oh, I'm just saying, if there were a way to have smell-o-vision with you right now, this one. I set it aside, man. It's disruptive from all the stuff that Apothecary's been doing. It is whatever that is. You want to recreate it. I mean, banana. I know you say you can find it. You're a genetics guy, Adam, but it doesn't come around that often from the consumer market.
I'm smoking it right now.
Yeah. So if you're in Denver, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, you want to go to Apothecary Extracts and ask for honey banana batter by name.
It's got me sneezing.
Oh, did you cough?
No, it was a sneeze.
Okay.
Don't worry, man. That was a sneeze, bro. You're not going to catch it through the fucking Zoom anyway, I don't think. I think it's kind of hard. Not yet.
Not a COVID cough. Did you cough from smoking something? I mean, I'm the guy that when your buddies turned you on to the first bong hit that I ever took in 1987, they always made me have a towel. That's when I started coughing after. Oh. No, I could keep a towel and cough into the towel, so I wasn't, gunking up the room or your sleeve. Just the things you remember. All right, I'm opening this up now.
What are you opening up?
I am opening up dialed-in gummies from 14er. Holy moly. That's strain-specific. Mm-hmm. Starfruit, blood orange, and acai berry, but it's just made with the truth. Fuck yeah. I got to give them props. I have yet to see, until right now, strain-specific edibles. Unless anybody else knows of one, that's awesome.
This is GMO cookie gummies, I think, or are these hard candies?
Let's open them up and look. I want to save it for the 5280 challenge. Maybe just one right now.
So what are you gonna do? What are you doing for New Year's, Eric? What you got planned?
No real plans. Probably just be here. Maybe see a few friends or something like that. But yeah,
it's a tough
that's
year.
about it, really.
I mean, it's a tough year to make any major plans, right? We are doing a 12-hour show. So we're going to be checking in with people everywhere. So if you don't mind, maybe we'll check in with you if you're doing something fun. You never know. Feel like giving it, because you're gonna, we figure we'll ring in the new year, each different one as it comes closer and closer to us, right? So you'd be like right out of the gate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So we'll keep you in the loop on that one because it'll be interesting to see. It's going to be one of those years where I think because we're all separated, I think we're going to end up in everybody's business way more than we've ever been. Normally you're just doing what you do, right? And then you're like, come home and turn on the TV and see what happened. And there you go. There's Sydney. There's Sydney fireworks. There's their fireworks. Oh, yep. Oh, yep. It's all standard shit. Like this year is going to be crazy. Like in New York, they're having just like a empty Times Square with a big fucking clock in the middle of it. And that's it. Like that's going to be the celebrations in New York. So it's going to be weird everywhere for sure.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. I think next year's going to be weird as well.
Oh yeah, we're set for weird for a long time now. I think we're
like everyone. I love these people talking. Oh my God, 2021 is going to be so much of a better year. Like all of a sudden it's January 1st and everything's going to change. Get the fuck out of here. Your reality is what you make of it.
Yeah, no,
make it positive, make it fun every day, and let the world catch up to you.
Well, that's what's kind of happening, right? I think with all the cannabis people, we're all like in this the amount of consumption is up obviously because people have less things to do than sit around and smoke weed and watch TV or do whatever. But in general, there is we're all just kind of like running in place and comfortable with it, and other people are like stressing harder because they don't have that relief of being able to. Because you got to imagine how much stress just runs past us because we're all so baked all the time. So we're all happy and just like cool.
Well, yesterday was a fun day. Did everybody get baked, eat Chinese food, and watch Wonder Woman on HBO Max?
Nice.
No?
Yeah.
That's my tradition. That's what Jews do on Christmas Day. Yeah, we eat Chinese food and we watch a movie.
It was funny too because I went
go to the theaters.
I went by this Chinese place and it actually smelled pretty good. And I was like, oh, today is the one day of the year. I could imagine like they're killing it this year. They're like, everyone's turned Jewish this year. Like, fuck it. Chinese foods. I heard that's what they do. I heard that's what they do. They just eat Chinese food. Really? We should try that. This is the perfect day to do it. Nobody's coming over.
They stole our holiday.
Oh, I bet.
God damn it.
Yeah, stole it back. Exactly.
Yeah.
So even Vinny had Chinese food. There you go. That just tells you he went.
Sweet. Did you ever see that thing going around the internet where it was like a letter? Chinese Food Restaurant Association wants to thank the Jewish people. They don't know why everybody eats Chinese food on Christmas Day, but we really appreciate you giving us a reason to stay open.
Yeah, for sure. They must crush.
They don't. If my bill for a family of 4 were anything like what anyone else was paying, they did very well yesterday. It was Christmas for them.
There you go.
Rim shot cymbal crash, Mark? No?
Yeah. I got
Wow, slow. It's hardly worth it.
It's all right. I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape. But, oh my gosh, these gummies, did you try one? I just had to try one. I know I'm going to wait. But it was really good. I mean, it was really good.
I don't eat gummies, so
oh, yeah.
I'm not a gummy guy.
What's in it?
I'm about
Hold
to try
on.
one.
Mark's about to be my guinea pig.
Wow.
You going to be doing any edibles on New Year's? You're edible guy at all, Eric?
No, I'm not much of an edibles guy.
Because we're going to partake in our. This is going to be our end of the year sesh. We figure we got 12 hours, and that's one time because the thing is, if you do edibles on the show, nobody's going to get to see you high because it'll take so long to kick in, right? So I figured if I'm doing a 12-hour show,
see us high.
If I'm going to do a 12-hour show, this is the perfect time to do tons of edibles so you can watch yourself just completely
I don't think anybody's
dissolve.
ever had a problem seeing us high on this show, Adam.
No,
Okay.
but edible, I'm just telling you, it's like they don't kick in for me until like fucking days later, it seems like sometimes. But anyway, I was going to say, if you wanted to come in and join us, you just have to make yourself a big batch of edibles. And then when we, because we're going to do like
spin the wheel.
We're going to spin the wheel and people are going to be on the wheel and you may or may not have to eat. You never know. Maybe you don't have to eat much at all. Maybe you only have to eat 100 milligrams or maybe by luck, maybe just by luck, you'll end up having to eat a bunch more. So
yeah, you can just pass it off. Say, nope, I'm going to pass that to Dave.
So feel free to
Dave will eat it, or Mark will eat it.
To make yourself a bunch of edibles for New Year's if you want to join us.
Okay, perfect.
Hello.
Hey, Brent.
Hey, we got Brent in from Apothecary.
I was just singing your praises about this honey banana batter. If I had a place where I could do like a mic drop, where I'd do a gram drop, just. This is the stuff right here. I mean,
hey, really appreciate it. I've been smoking on that for like 6 months straight. I can't get enough of it, honestly.
I only found out it existed 3 weeks ago because Mark's been hoarding it all every time he goes to the dispensary. Dude. So I just found out it exists. So
what are the genetics? What are the genetics on that?
It's a strain from Elemental Seeds. It's Honey Boo Boo crossed with the Straw Nana. And I don't know if you remember that Honey Boo Boo is an old DNA genetic strain.
Yeah, okay.
Really a sweet banana terp profile, very vanilla, like almost like candy banana. It's incredible.
You're going to make me take another one right now. Here we go.
I've been on that GMO. That's what I've been on lately. Got a bunch of that in stock.
And thank you so much, Brent, for all the shirts and the hats and everything. We showed them on camera. They're sitting right next to Adam.
We're gonna put those on the wheels of deals for the next week's show. Oh, look at that!
Whoa, he's got a cool background,
bro.
Ladies and gentlemen,
all right,
with that background.
Are you in Hawaii or Vegas? Where are you?
I'm in Hawaii. I'm in Maui right now.
Live from Maui.
So we got Jason Harris.
Mr.
We got
Jason,
Brent from Apothecary. We got
Harris,
Eric from Trichrome Jungle, and we got me and Dave on here. So we have a full house.
And Mark.
Hi.
Don't forget Mark.
Oh, and so I got my pack. I haven't even opened up the box yet. You know that. I've just been waiting for you. Been waiting for you, man. Hold on, let's see what we got.
Hold on, he says. Hold on.
Hold on, let's see what we got. So how's life?
Mark.
What?
Mark, grab some Apothecary and put it on camera.
Grab some.
I know. Well, Mark brought me several grams today, and
oh shit. hold on.
Here's the question: is there a dispensary that doesn't carry apothecary extracts? Because if they don't, they're probably going out of business soon.
Well, there's actually a significant amount of dispensaries that don't carry apothecary because, we operate our own retail locations. So kind of our main focus has always been our retail stores. And so we are in a significant amount of stores, probably 100, 150 statewide, but mostly with like processing deals, like we're processing for their particular grow, and then they're selling the product out of their dispensary, similar to like 14er, what we do with 14er, what we do with higher grade Rhino Supply Co., that sort of thing.
Got it. Well, it's what you do with other people's flour, what you do with your own flour is the stuff of legend. I really dig it.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you so much, DJC. You're our number one fan.
Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that right here.
Now it's Christmas. Like that. now it's officially Christmas.
That says it on it or anything like that?
Yes, we can arrange that.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Adam. I'm gonna do a little negotiating here in a second.
What's going on here?
I'm a number one fan of 14er, and they stick my face on a can. So if I'm the number one fan of Apothecary,
you should at least get your face.
The next logical progression would be, face on a can. You see, Jason Harris agrees.
I say get him working behind the counter.
Working behind the counter. You obviously have not spoken to me in a while. I don't talk. I have COVID-induced Asperger syndrome. I can talk to you on Zoom, but if I get anywhere within 20 feet of you, I'm going to get twitchy and nervous, and I'm going to seem like the guy in a grocery store that you just walk away from. So, I'm no, not yet.
With the grommets, see, you know it's the JVD once you got that grommet. Grommets.
Dang.
With the mushroom motif, the mushroom motif and the clouds. Very nice.
Figured the mushrooms were appropriate.
They are. They're always appropriate.
The mushrooms are always appropriate.
Right, Eric? Always appropriate.
Yeah.
Always appropriate.
Wow, that's super cool looking, man.
That's pretty dope. And then these are the tips, I assume, right? These are your tips?
Yeah, you can roll your joints with them, or back in the day, you used to roll those hash laminates. That might be a perfect tip for the hash laminate.
A little small.
I use them to put the pre-rolls into the tip, kind of COVID friendly. So you can have your own little tip and pass the joint around. A couple different ways to use them. You just got to be stoner creative.
Yeah, so
stoner friendly during COVID is show up with 20 joints, pass them around.
These are what I used to use for my laminates, where the down stems from the graphics down stems. They're a little bit thinner than these, maybe. These are a little bit wider, but the original. So that's a little small, but exactly what you're talking, the perfect shape, just for G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe laminate right there. That's what I can do. Like I can do
G.I. Joe.
I will do it.
Joe.
I can make my diorama with my G.I. Joe with the laminate. Perfect. Speaking of G.I. Joes, and I talked with your Puffet guy, so I'm hoping. I don't think we'll have it ready because there's some back order of the foam. But do you have your Puffet anywhere handy? Can you pull them out?
I don't have them handy in Vegas right now. I just left them there to rest for a little while because we had them out here for a second. But I'll be back there. We're gonna be. I'm creating a little dramatic thing where he can blow glass. And my pitch to those guys
sounds good. Fire hazard right there.
I think it'd be the greatest sidekick in the world on the Adam Dunn show.
Oh,
and they're a lot of fun. We had them out here blowing glass where we're doing this TV show. I'm sure Jason spoke to you about it last time, and a lot of different wild stuff's coming on board from the TV show, and the Puffets are one of them. And just a lot of fun.
Who's the host of that show, by the way?
So the Puffet, just so people know what we're talking about, is a puppet, like a Muppet style. But now, what I was wondering when he calls them Puffets. Is there like a way that you can smoke with? Is there a way like smoke comes out of their mouth, or is that just like an illusion that I'm seeing, or what's the deal with that? Is that like you exhale out the thing, or?
Yeah. So for mine, I have a little thing that goes up through him with a piece of hose in there, so he can also blow glass.
Okay, got you.
So yeah, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
you-
I was like, okay, I think it's something we can. I was looking at the photos, and they were all had smoke around them. So I was like, I'm assuming that this is something where if I take a hit, I can blow my hit back out through the puppet, and then.
Oh, it's total Adam Dunn creative, bro. You're gonna be able to even stick a vacuum cleaner hose up through his throat, and when he hits the bong, you can have the bong bubble the whole night.
Oh yeah, I'm all over that.
Mark, do you have photos of this? Can you put it up on the YouTube?
No, he does not have
I don't
photos.
have
He
anything.
doesn't even know what you're talking about. He has no idea.
Uh,
Nobody knows.
right,
This is all
so-
top secret shit we're talking now. But anyway, it doesn't matter.
What?
Top
Yeah,
secret?
these guys are super cool. So the guy's name who created him is called Judd Machete, and Judd is a rapper. He's been in the California thing for a while, and just making cool music, cool beats, and kind of does this this puffet thing now, and it's kind of really gone crazy, and a lot of really cool little sketches. You can follow him on Judd X. It's JUDX MACHETE. He's the creator. And again, the Puffets are called the Puffets. PUFFETS. It's the Puffets on Insta.
What is it? I still don't know
It's
what
like
it
a
is.
Muppet, but
What
it's
is
a
a
puff.
Puffet?
Think of a Muppet, but it's a weed Muppet.
Yeah, I mean it's next level crank yankers.
Yeah, it's like
it's gonna
crank
be
yankers.
gonna be our cannabis community represented in these Puffets.
Yes. I love it.
How about Apothecary and 14ers #1 fan?
I love it.
Because he's going to be on a can of Apothecary rosin, maybe Jedi mind trick.
We need to get some DJC flowers from 14er to press into rosin.
It's just such a popular strain, man. I don't know. I'll have them put you on the list or something. Of course.
I'll get the wait list for next year.
Right, next week.
So when you back in Vegas, when's the next time you're going to be there? Because we need to come.
I'm gonna go back on the 12th of January, and then we're launching a Jerome Baker Cannabis in Sacramento in January 15th, and then after that we do the filming for the show. We're gonna launch the cannabis with Yair Velman with LBS Distribution. And we're partners with Earl Hill up in Humboldt County doing some resins and things like that, and just kind of getting the thing off the ground with creating a Jerome Baker cannabis collection.
Cool, because I think we should come out and represent, and also I want to, because I think the van's going to be there from Kevin, so we need to see that van, that Cheech and Chong van, and get that over to your spot. Get some,
Absolutely,
that would be awesome.
See,
we just finished the thing with Tommy. We're going to be making the new Chong bongs for 2021 with Tommy. We're doing 4 different designs, and gonna create kind of a little thing with him where he'll be able to exclusively sell it on his channels. And it's kind of fun, because we both got arrested together. So now at least we can make bongs and make statement and kind of create some inspiration for people.
For sure.
Oh, you already did that. You've been an inspiration to the community for a long time, brother.
Got to keep the throttle down, bro. Got to keep it down.
To the metal.
That's right.
Are you going to make an Adam Dunn puppet?
Of course. That's next.
How slow are you, Dave?
That's
just
next.
saying it out loud again.
How slow are you? Of course you're going to do that. That's the whole point. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And then we'll do the Dave. Don't you worry. You'll get your own puppet.
That's what I was.
You can see he's already what about me?
Normally, I could just kick him under the table or something like that, but I kick in here. I'm not getting anything there.
But I already sent I already sent you your thing. I just said we just get a potato head and it's good enough. It's close enough. We don't need. we pretty much potato head. There you go, Dave. You're good. And close enough. Everyone will recognize.
I don't think the nose goes there.
No.
And what about you? Are you able to go snowboarding or go skiing right now? Or is there snow? Are you able to get out and go about now?
What's up with snowboarding right now? There's no snowboarding.
You can. It's open.
How is it? I don't even know.
The slopes are open. I bet
reservation only.
Brett,
Yeah,
you're a boarder, right?
Yep. It's most of the ski areas are super crowded. Like, it's tough to go skiing on weekends unless you're a pass holder. Most of the places are only open to pass holders. The skiing's been really good. My pops has gotten out the last few days, and the snow's been really nice up at Monarch. It's just much tougher to get on the slopes this year with COVID and whatnot.
Yeah. But getting out's good, man. We out here the same thing. You know, we do surfing, and they don't open the park gates early enough, so everybody's parking up on the streets, and it's kind of creating a little shit show. But we still got to go. Luckily, I'm not freezing my ass off on a lift.
There is that.
Don't make me try.
On Maui, you can't complain about anything. I want you to pan and show outside because it's probably still light out, man, where you are.
It is still light. We can see if we can see anything out here. We got a little haiku storm. I'm up in the exact area that Adam did his broadcast when he was here.
I forgot my dongle. That's right where I forgot the dongle from, and then found it.
Out there's the ocean.
Ooh, it's great. It's looking really gray today over there, though.
Built that big old stage out in the front yard.
How's the ship going? How's the pirate ship going?
The pirate ship is going. Kind of gloomy out there right now, though.
I know.
Didn't you have John Kadlasic play there once?
Yeah, we had John K play here right before the COVID. We had John K with Melvin, and it was a really good gig.
So we're going to have Rob Koritz on, who is a drummer in Dark Star Orchestra, next week for the 12-hour marathon.
Oh, really? Put me on the same time when he's coming on. Let me know what time that is because
we'll have
we're
Dave
doing a little
Gans on
private
the same
party
time.
with him coming up soon.
Oh, sweet. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I've known those guys a long, long time, man. I've watched them.
You have?
Come, man. Oh, yeah. Since a long time.
Yeah, so I have I'm doing a little private thing, and it's going to be Dark Star with John K, his first show back with him, and we got Melvin and Jay Lane on the thing.
Wait a minute. You're breaking that news that after how many years? I mean, he left in 2005, 6, right? You're saying JK's going to play with DSO again?
Signed, done deal. It happens in less than 30 days, and it's my party. You know what? I could do a little live stream too through your guys' channel when I'm down there.
Oh my gosh, please!
Let's do it.
That'd be fun.
Please.
That'd be fun.
Totally.
I mean, my son grew up with Dark Star Orchestra. I mean,
great. That's great.
He would sleep on the equipment in the back while the show was going on with hearing.
Oh, that's so cool.
They used to give him, instead of a full-size all-access laminate, his would be smaller and it would say small access. So they treated us like family since the moment we met them.
That was a good
They're
one, Dave.
Great people.
Okay, guys, I'm going to shoot now anyway.
Hey, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
Thanks for joining us.
Hello, Eric.
And have a good time out there, and keep in touch, and we'll get you on anytime you want.
Next week.
Anytime you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
next week.
Okay.
Get your edibles ready. For next week.
Yeah. All right.
Forced.
Speak to you soon.
Hey, Eric, thanks, man.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to let you leave this point. If you could set up a stream so that can be something that we could watch and put over the channels, because a long time, man.
All I got to do is have my phone set up, and I could have the thing where streaming through your channel.
Oh, sweet.
We'll discuss that for sure. No, it's no problem.
Look at that. I think we lost Brent. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Who, Brent? Yes, of course.
Yeah, I didn't hear him say goodbye. I'm sorry. I was still geeking out of the fact of Jason's connection to DSO and JK playing again. I mean, so I'm sorry. I'm going to geek out here for a second for any of you deadheads out there. But when JK told me that he was going to be playing with Phil that first time back in, I want to say 2005, right? I mean, it was a while ago. I mean, it was... tell me when, brother, I'm on a plane, and boom, so I was there for his first show on stage with Phil, and I knew it long before my first DSO show at, oh my gosh, up at Poudre Valley. I'm forgetting the name of the venue. I took a knee. I was like, I can't believe I'm hearing what I'm hearing. the way they recreate the music. Anyway, back to your regular scheduled programming. That was my geek out moment.
All right, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Get some.
It reminded me a little bit of that movie with Mark Wahlberg and the from the cover band. Yep. The guy gets the lead position with the real band.
Yeah.
It was a real life version of that.
Yeah. Just seeing him on stage when they played as basically the Grateful Dead, with JK. It gets you, if you grew up listening to the music, it was really special for me to say, I know that guy right there, look at him up there, man. It was something, from these small places. I mean, I've seen him play like Tipitina's in New Orleans to 300 people, from way back in the day when everyone was traveling around in their own cars and, good times. Good times.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll definitely get you on with Rob Cords next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. And then and you're going to be doing something too. So we'll have you. We can stream whatever the fuck you're doing.
On
our deal.
No worries.
That's awesome. So what's on the horizon as far as I think that it feels like all of those trade shows failed, in my opinion. All those virtual trade shows, they were just all big
Thank
failures.
you, Mike Denver.
I don't know if that's your feeling too, but what do you think is going to happen with the lack of fucking trade shows and stuff in these last couple of years, or this last year and this next year?
Great fucking question.
Yeah, it's weird. I think they're doing the Orlando Champ show, and that's one thing. But people just don't even really want to travel to these things anyway and go to these big groups. No. I think that people who have established brick and mortars are doing business. It's going to be hard to open a new smoke shop right now. But people who are established have established contacts. For us as the manufacturers, it's hard to get raw materials, certain raw materials. Things are binding up a little bit. Prices are going up. Shipping's going up.
Yeah.
So I think that, the overall level of the thing will change. There's not a lot of Chinese shit flowing in like there was before.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a good thing, I guess. As far as Chinese, you mean finished goods or you mean like raw materials? Because that's
just both, because shipping from China went up so much, mm-hmm. and the demand for product went up so much, and everything slowed down over there so much. But good, bad, or indifferent, it just that's what it's creating, and I think that that over time, for us doing this retail thing with Tommy, where it goes direct to customer, mm-hmm. And through Tommy's channels. We're doing a lot of direct-to-customer stuff off of our site, JeromeBaker.shop. I think that it's about kind of keeping up with that. You look at the guy, Tony Hsieh, the Zappos guy who just passed away. I was doing a lot of reading about this guy. Wow, what a character. He's even more wild now that he's dead. And, how he won his
wilder now that he's dead. He's even wilder.
Even wilder, right? So how he won his moniker was good customer service wins, and it does. I think, and if you have the capability to handle good customer service, we're a real small family business. I don't have admin and a bunch of offices and shit like that. So for me, that's what I have to work on. That's my New Year's resolution for 2021 is working on good customer service and just making people happy and dealing with them in the right now. People are online, they're shopping, they want answers right now. Yeah. They're used to getting right now. They get shipped out tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Sure. So, I have to kind of somehow work with all that at the same time, as making handmade products for people. It's not easy.
Well, you might be hearing about the Adam Dunn Executive Cannabis Staffing Service next year. So
I like that.
If you're looking to get quality people who have been vetted,
not even that at all.
I like
have that option for you. And I'm totally serious.
Well, it is. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the hardest fucking thing, right? Is finding good workers and people who are fucking can stick with you, because it's kind of like it's like the grower's curse of like you teach people how to grow, then fucking they're like, oh, they're off. Like, oh, this guy's great. This guy, oh well, he's off doing his own thing now, and there you go. And direct competition to you. And the same with glass blowing. I think you guys will go through that curve so fast, right? Where people are like, 1 minute they're the student, the next minute they think they're the teacher, so they're out the door and they're going to go do their own
Padawan
thing.
and Jedi.
Yeah,
fine line.
And they just keep, so whenever you're dealing, but then when it comes to all the other stuff, that's the fucking real deal. Like what you're dealing with now, the back line, the fucking dealing with the customers, dealing with like you're saying, they ordered it 30 seconds ago, and they're like, "Where the fuck is it?" You're like, dude, you're like,
I didn't get a confirmation.
In the cannabis executive space, so there's a lot of quote unquote cannabis, all stars, cannabis know-it-alls that don't really know the space and take advantage of people and waste everybody's money and piss people off, and makes the whole thing, not gliding like it should. So some sort of, agency that you can, help people find jobs that are the right people and are vetted in certain ways for certain things. That'd be great. I've met a lot of them in Vegas. A lot of them come in from different, industries and think they're an expert in what they're doing, and to have no knowledge of the plant or no respect for the plant, have no idea what a Rastafarian is. And they're trying to run this shit, and it don't work,
Yeah. Well, it's classic.
So it's good to have vetted sources. If you had some Adam Dunn executive, service,
We're partnering
pretty cool.
with Ray Navis, who has done an executive recruiting service for many, many years.
And he's
been trying to break into the cannabis space.
Well, we have so many.
Runs,
I have so many times to get
the connections
emails and
we have.
letters and friends of mine that call me and like, dude, I got fired, or they quit, or whatever. It's just and a lot of times it's amazing talent that's not being utilized. And I've had moments where I've actually got all that talent into the same fucking building and under the same, and it's all going great and everything's running great. And then all of a sudden corporate comes in and just goes and fucking spits out all the talent. Get rid of them.
Let's run it like a Starbucks.
Let's bring
I ran a Starbucks. It must be the same way.
We'll bring in one other guy who's like, looks great on paper and has no real fucking world skills when it comes to dealing with those. And then trying to deal with that, making that stoner connection in between, because it's like you just have to know how we operate, because especially when it comes to growers, it's almost like dealing with DJs, and there's some diva-ness in there, because everybody's got their thing and they've got they're all proud of what they put out. But the problem is you take that same person and you put them in a totally new environment and they can't perform. Like, it's almost like you bring somebody who's a great singer and they can't get them on stage, and then they're just like, they fail. You're like, what? Dude, you were singing so good back at the house. It's like, yeah, but I got stage fright and I can't deal. It's almost the same when it comes to growers on a scale. Like, put them into their dream job. Okay, here you go. You got 600 lights. They'll fuck that right up because they're used to their 100 lights in their one spot where they've had 10 years to dial that shit in perfectly. You know what I mean? And then you put them into a place that's all.
I've visited probably 20 of the top grows in Vegas, commercial. All of them are working. All of them have little different idiosyncrasies from each other, whether it's in drainage or treatment of the water or the lighting or whatever it may be. But there's, out of 20 of them, 3 of them floated to the top. And these are guys that are like, have come out of the closet on a 20 light op or something small, and we're able to scale it up on a commercial level and understand the plant in a way that other people don't. What the hair on the end of the root likes to eat and when, at what temperature of the water. I mean, the whole nine right down to it. And those are the guys that have succeeded and really shine for the boss, because the master growers aren't the boss. The bosses have the big cars and are holding the big bucks, and it's kind of an industry that's getting there, man. It's weeding itself through now. It's like the brewing industry or the wine industry, where the brewmasters have a certain level of respect. They get a certain pay grade for doing what they're doing, but it's a team. There's a lot more than just that one brewmaster, but it all fucking hinges on that brewmaster, on that master grower, making sure that the plants are coming out right. And there's only a few of them. And the ones that are the good ones have the work, they have the love, they don't need to go anywhere. And these new guys coming in with the big money that want to make the commercial grows, that need advice and assistance, there are teams out there that do that shit. Tim over at CanaHub. That guy's a fucking G. You know what I mean? He knows all the thing from beginning to end. So there's people out there that know how to do this, that have been doing it now for a little while and have navigated the space and understand the pitfalls. That's it's getting good now. Now especially we're looking at national legalization. Guys like you were when I knew that you came from Amsterdam to Colorado, I knew America was going to be fucking the hit. You know what I mean? Because you were the forethinker from America. Out of all the kids, you went to Amsterdam. You had the knowledge, the wherewithal to fucking you and your mom go to Amsterdam and grow weed over there and harness the strains. In the advent of the kind bud and the coffee shops, that was like the fucking perfect storm, dude. Right. Now with you coming back to America, you are the fucking, you are the Johnny Depp of the whole scene, bro. You know what I mean? Right now, you're Adam Dunn, dude. That's the biggest name in cannabis. That's in terms of street cred.
Right. Yeah. Well,
that's what's crazy, bro.
It's all about, and that was the thing, is that we didn't, our whole deal in Amsterdam was just, we love good weed, and a lot of people over there just wanted money, and they were all about money, 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 and we were like, nah, just rather have a bunch of good weed. For me, it was always like, I tell people, I'd be like, dude, I'd rather have this bucket of weed right here than fucking stacks of cash. I don't give a how much you want to give me. I'll keep this. I need that. And
it was the strains, man. You guys had the bubble gum. Remember that shit? Remember Misty Rain, bro? Hey, where's Misty Rain? Have you had her on the show?
No, I haven't. It's been old. But
that's a hard no.
No, but what's really funny is that Marky B, my friend, Mark, he was at a lowrider convention in California. And he went to this, he was buying some food, and he was at a food truck, and he bought some food, and then he texted me, and he's like, do you think it's possible that Misty and Chad have a food truck now? And I looked it up, and I was like, yes, it is. And he was like,
oh my God,
he's
that's so cool.
He's like, I just got a bunch of food from them, and I was looking at him like, wait a minute, I know you guys, but... Then he couldn't ask him. He was too embarrassed to ask at that point. Like, hey, are you a porn star? And
that's so cool.
But it was them. So it was pretty funny.
That is so cool.
Right.
So you looked it up and found them that way?
Oh yeah. No, it's 100%.
It's probably not that hard. Google porn star food truck.
There you go.
Somebody wrote
If
about
it's a porn star, it's pretty hard, Dave.
Oh, but bum. Mark, Cymbal Crash.
Come on. Whoa, he's so slow on the Cymbal Crash today. There we go. Now it's official. But no, it was definitely interesting. I wanted to get back, but then I think Chad and her broke up, so it was one of those I didn't feel like delving into it any deeper at that point.
Delve into it any deeper. Another Cymbal Crash.
Yeah.
And what about Mo from back in the day? I'm sure you still talk to him, yeah?
Of course. Mo's
got
probably
that big Sir Hold, right?
He is listening to the show, I'm sure, right now. He's saying, what?
Aloha, Mo, bro.
Of course he knows.
Aloha.
Mo is the man behind the sage. He's the guy that brought
big ups.
He brought all those genetics to Amsterdam and did all the selection. He did all the work. I just did the sales. So that was the way that's the way that goes.
And do we ever hear from Steve and John in the gray area?
Steve, no. John, yes. I think Steve.
Steve disappeared to Thailand to some cave.
Pretty much. I think he moved on somewhere. Exactly.
I follow John's gray area on Instagram.
Yeah, John's great. But I had some incredible nights with Steve, man. But, he just knew where the parties were on like a Tuesday night and what back alley of fucking Amsterdam to go. He was that guy.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Who's the dude that was always in the gray area?
That's Steve.
That's
Steve.
Him.
That's Steve. So
that's the helper guy?
He looked like a big alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, he ended up buying it. He ended up buying that. So that was the whole, like, Victor's brother walked into there and basically sold the place. No, Monk Mag, I didn't breed it. I did the selection. That's how it went. So with Sage, it's funny. It's because it's one of those things where, like, I would never take that away from Mo because he brought the seeds to Amsterdam. bred them in his,
Amazing.
did the growing in his backyard. We did the selection together, and it was like him and I basically came up with the concept of sage because it was just seeds from his brother. You know what I mean? So when we did the original selection, we kept going back and going, that sagey one, really? That sagey one is, what should we call that shit? And then Mo had the epiphany in the middle of the night where he woke up and he was like, Sativa Afghanica Genetic Equilibrium. And he calls me up and write this down before I forget it, you know what I mean? And then I wrote that down. So it was kind of funny. It was like...
Awesome.
I got shit because I didn't know what SAGE stood for, just so you know. I can admit it.
Of course.
No.
And Tony from Sagamartha, is he
He's still there.
alive and well?
He's still there. He's still in Amsterdam.
Cool. Those guys deserve a lot of respect for holding down the fucking plant for that many years, right?
Right.
Big Steve is still there. Steve Hayes.
Yeah.
I chat
Steve
with him
Hayes is the best.
Where he's going to try to come on next week too. He
cool.
said it just depends on how he's feeling in that moment. But
awesome. And we have Pinsky as our host on our TV show that we're doing, right?
I was going to bring that up.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
We're having him on the show for the first time. Is it ever or once or twice?
I told the producers, you got to get him a director's chair with his name across the back, have the chicks taking care of him, make sure he's all Hollywooded up.
He has no trouble getting Hollywooded up. He's Hollywood right now. Do you follow his Instagram feed? He has a very diverse group of feeds, things he likes to post. It's him on a motorcycle in different places.
He's like Pinsky in 10, 20 years, basically. He's the pre-Pinsky is what he is. He's got the motorcycle. He's got the whole thing. He's figured it out. That's it. Same shot.
Yeah. That's great.
I can't believe you guys made a bong for Pinsky at one point. Remember that?
Yeah.
And do you remember I made the micro penis? I turned it into the studded micro penis version. Do you remember that?
Yep. We'll make the Adam Dunn bong next.
Oh yeah, I was like, what? He's got? Well, I can't believe it. Couldn't believe it. Shocking.
We were trying to get an Ease sponsor when he was working there.
Right. Oh yeah. See, you were trying.
What happened to that?
You were working angles. Didn't.
Cut. Back to first.
He did a cool Bob Weir show though over there. Ease must have paid for Bobby to come play at the headquarters over there. So he had a couple of my friends come down.
I'm pretty sure he knows most of that cast and crew.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He's tuned in.
He's been in and around the scene for a long time, and he owned a restaurant in New York City, which doesn't fucking hurt. Which I don't know if he still has.
Hey, he's going to be on the show next week. He's going to be on the show next week, isn't he?
Yeah, we'll have to ask him.
Oh.
Yes, he's coming on. He was very humbled by the request, and
doesn't mean we're not going to tear him apart when he's on the show. Of course, Jesus, what's he thinking?
I couldn't guarantee any of that. I can't guarantee it.
Tell him make sure he has a few fresh wounds so when he hits the water, the sharks can come tear him up.
I was thinking when you said that Yair was going to be on your show, Jason. So if you go back in time, Adam posted this photo once before MJ BizCon, like a week before MJ BizCon, and it was Yair holding up a white sign. Okay, now the original sign said "Happy Birthday," unbeknownst to me, because at the time I didn't realize what a jokester Photoshopper Adam was. But what Adam posted on social media is Pinsky can suck my balls. So it's Yair holding this sign. And so I wrote to him and I said, I'm going to come find you in your booth. Please have that sign because I want it I need to have that. That's just so classic. And sure enough, I bump into him at his booth, and he's like, in his.
That was a really bad Photoshop too. That was like when I was. Really bad.
He's like Adam photoshopped that. I'm like, oh, you're right. I'm so fucking gullible.
It was really bad,
But that's awesome. That is so cool.
No, he's a good guy. He tries hard. He definitely tries hard. It's probably, listen, you both of you know. You have brands. Adam Dunn is a brand. Jerome Baker Glass is a brand. Honing a brand so that people accept it, so that there's no explanation. Somebody says Adam Dunn Genetics, somebody says Jerome Baker Glass, it's I gotcha.
Sure.
You know, I get it. He's trying to invent a brand for himself, you know? He's got his glasses going. I was at his roast. his roast was hilarious, you know? I mean, I didn't roast him, but I attended, and he says I was responsible for one of the funniest lines of the night, even though I wasn't there. He introduced me to his mother. And I said, Mrs. Pinsky, I don't know if, you know, Jason ever told you how we met. He says, no, David, how did you guys meet? I said, I fucked him in college. You know, it's a roast. Come on, it had to be. She laughed her ass off.
Yeah.
You know? He's a good guy. Looking forward to having him on.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He's got a good story, and he knows good cannabis. I've been around them at some cannabis cups, and, you know, he knows the ropes on the plant, and he's got a vibe that I think will lend a lot to what we're trying to kind of put out there and, you know, show the world about pipes. And he's not a big pipe expert, but we have, you know, plenty of experts on the field.
You need Larry Reed. That's who you need. I'm telling you, him and Pinsky together, perfect comment. Because Larry's got he has the knowledge of the glass blowers. He's at every fucking convention. He's interviewed everybody. You know, he doesn't have a huge number following necessarily, but he's definitely got he's got the chops for it. And him and Pinsky together, perfect, dude, perfect. Yep. They'll scare everybody away. It'll be great.
Hey, love him or hate him, Pinsky was the first person in our industry to ever have a full card through SAG, where his title was by himself, cannabis producer Jason Pinsky. You know, on Bong Appetit.
That's great.
That to me I thought that was fucking awesome. He got a phone call for that one. You know, that was just seeing it up there, you know, in the pantry, I guess, that he curated. You know, it takes a personality like him to get all those growers to kick down the shit that would normally get smoked themselves to appear on camera.
So
you know, nobody really.
So I did see that. When are you planning on starting that podcast?
Filming goes from January 17th for 4 days. They film all 6 episodes, and the crew is like you know, they're from the World Series of Poker, so they have this whole video village trip.
Right.
They'll put that out back. A lot of the backbone of the edit happens on site. So somebody's there just kind of directing, you know, it seems like me as a layman, they got 4 cords coming from 4 cameras to the back of the house. And then back there, you got a guy saying, go to 1, go to 2, whatever, creating that backbone.
Ready 3.
You know, it's 12 glass blowers. They come in from all over the U.S., the best of the best. When they arrive at the door, they'll be taken to a room and interviewed. That interview.
I already see the form. I can already see the form.
Yeah, that speech that they say is going to be like the driving, you know, character builder across their blow session, and then they'll have a post blow interview, and we'll end up with one winner. And you know, we have little representation of all different kinds of people in the thing. You know, a lot of girls. You know, a lot of people.
Girls, you really?
Yeah.
For everyone who follows your Instagram feed, that is not. It's never wanting. There's
so
always,
it should be a cool representation of the artwork. We're not gonna, you know, if somebody breaks a piece, everybody will come together to kind of help them regroup.
They're waiting for that. They can't wait for the. I can already, like, every time they hear glass breaking, it's going to be like the crew runs over.
Get the camera. Get the
Yeah.
Controversy. Wait a minute.
Cut. Oh, broken glass. Oh, boom, boom.
Yeah.
A lot of those cuts. I can already feel it. That sounds cool. I mean,
it should be fun.
It's interesting how glass kind of keeps going through like these little mini renaissances, right? Where it's like. It was like when you were in the 90s when you were doing it, it was obviously 100% underground. It was like pain in the ass as far as distribution. Everything about it was fucking struggle, but it was the most probably fun you had ever in your life, right? Because you were literally, you know, doing everything that was the first time anybody was doing it. You know, every time you did something, dude, no one's ever done. Maybe not. I mean, it's glass, so probably somebody was doing it before you, but it felt like you were the first guy doing it, right? Because you were the fucking breaking grounds and doing new shit. Nowadays, it's like super highly competitive. amazing quality glass blowers out there, like just ridiculous to the point of like if you look at the early 90s to now, it's like, yeah, there's not even a comparison, right? But having said that, your shit is functional, and I think the function sometimes when it comes to glass, when it comes to something that you smoke every single day, kind of outweighs everything else in the long run. When it comes, like, it could be ugly and have a little fucking whatever thing, but if it works fucking sweet, then it's really hard to beat. And I think that's where your shit stands out differently than a lot of stuff, is that you kind of stuck with the functionality 100% all the way through every design that you ever did.
Right now too, there's no tickets for concerts. There's not a lot of shoes. You're going to be wearing a lot of different shoes right now and shit like that. So people are buying glass. They connect to it in a way that they do connect to shoes and glasses and things like that. They want to roll to the party with the right piece, or they want to be smoking out of a certain piece for certain concentrates or flour or whatever. So it's a pretty cool thing in that way. But the other part to this whole TV show thing is that it brings cannabis into the mainstream in a different way than just showing weed growing or deals being made or recipes and cooking. So we kind of do a crossover from artwork to the plant and create some sort of spirituality. You're using this tool, you're ingesting and then becoming enlightened and thinking somehow. So it's a little bit more than just, an object. It's something that people really attach to. They name their bongs, and you know how it was in college, man. You get that piece and everybody comes to use it and see it, and that's the shit. And it's like the little piece there in your desk. That now is like our 50-year-old dude, bong. It used to be a big old fucking horker. Now it's a nice little snappy piece. Put a little bit of weed in there, kind of get a good flavor. It's like sipping wine or something. You can really get the flavor out of it. Yep. Back then in the 90s, it was about if you didn't know us, you were buying crack pipes. Because it was that Northern Lights was the beginning weed back then in the late 80s, early 90s. On the East Coast, we got the Northern Lights, and you get that weed, and you want to get a good glass pipe to smoke it out of, and that was the only thing available is a crack pipe with a funnel bowl on it. And then now with Bob and the invention of the Boro pipes, it changed the whole game and kind of, it had it, and it has a certain flavor. You roll a big fat joint in Humboldt County, you smoke the first inch of it, that's a certain flavor. Down in LA, when you got your eighth of weed that you paid $100 for, and it's fucking, a little thing, you pack a little tiny hit of it and you get a little snap out of it, and you get, these are the different things that happen with the smoking. So
bought my first real glass pipe from Bob Snodgrass and his wife at Eugene Saturday Market, summer of 1992. And I kept it alive until I moved to Colorado in 2000. And then
did it go to heaven?
It went to heaven, yes. Yeah, but I mean...
Good pipes go to heaven.
8 years. It looked like this, and when I bumped into Glass Junkie at the Glass Expo, this was a Cameron Tower, and like you, he is a protege of Bob Snodgrass, and I felt honored to buy it. So Cameron
Tower is the guy who taught me how to make my first bong.
Rimshot cymbal crash, Mark. Come on, man, you missed it again.
He's busy.
Yeah, Cameron's the man. He's got real big hands. He used to weld bikes before he started, doing the glass, and he's just a great master. You can find him on Instagram right now, and he's doing some really interesting dragons. He's one of the best of the best, and he's got the ability to make, right now. So he's very good. One of my favorites.
That's awesome.
And Glass Junkie, man, what a collection he has. He's got the inside. He's got the backstage back door.
Yeah. I follow him on Instagram, too. He always has some just crazy piece.
I have a pipe that's been acquired through, I believe it came through his hands. It's been through a few different hands, but it's one of the original Bob Snodgrass Dragon pieces. And, there's very few of them through the 90s. This one's signed. And I believe it's the $100,000 plus pipe right now. So it's in my opinion the coup de grace of all pipes.
To think that the little in front of his wife, they used to sit there with their suitcase full of stuff. That had I just paid him the $300 for everything back in '92.
There you go.
We'd have multiple studios, we'd have multiple cameras. There would be a director going, ready, three, go. Ready, four, ready, camera, four, go.
All right.
So look what I'm going to open here.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to open something from Numbnuts.
Oh, shit.
That's Adam Weiss on there. Hold on.
Looking
Adam,
forward. Joy.
Adam, meet Jason Harris.
Pleasure to meet you.
Aloha.
You ever had Numbnuts peanut butter, Mr. Harris?
Probably not.
Where's it out of? Where are you out of, Adam?
Boulder. I'm out of Boulder, Colorado. And we ship,
is it a product that's sold in dispensaries?
It will be next month, actually. We're doing our THC
dispensaries?
Yes. We're doing our THC version here soon, but we have our CBD version and our non-infused version that's shipped nationwide.
Dave, quickly.
That's nuts.
Yes, sir.
That's exactly. Dave, throw some nuts in your mouth, quick.
Here's the THC version coming soon.
Oh, awesome, bro.
That's awesome to hear, dude.
I bet the peanut butter has some oil content that helps activate the high quicker too, right?
100%. Yeah, that and we
sticks to your ribs.
Our peanut butter's organic. Legally, we can't say our THC is organic yet, but yeah, everything outside that is organic.
Nice. That's super.
Oh, that's exciting, dude.
Yeah.
It's funny because peanut butter is such a fucking rudimentary stoner thing, right? Like it's to the point where I have times where my brain just goes, you need like a scoop of peanut butter right now, like otherwise you're gonna fucking, like I'll just go up and then it'll be like, I feel better now, you know what I mean? It's satisfying on its own without the THC or the CBD. But imagine when you add
exactly, and how it sticks in your mouth definitely helps you absorb. So
forces you to eat slower than you can
exactly
gobble it
and
down.
that's one of the things that we're going to play around with as we formulate new products. So it'll be really fun.
That's so cool.
Besides the allergies, I guess peanut butters are great, like basing to work with. I mean, he definitely fucks you up on some people just can't come near your shit, right? So,
and calories and stuff along those lines. So
calories.
we are going to do an almond peanut butter in the future.
You're making a low-cal peanut butter is what you're saying.
Yes, as much as possible. Actually, I can't say peanut butter. I guess almond butter.
Almond butter. I'll just eat more of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Almond peanut butter, I guess, is a collab with peanut butter.
So I gotta say that I know for a fact that our own Mark Perez loves these nuts right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. We sold out for this holiday actually, so it was huge.
These nuts, of course.
Yeah. Last year we were not prepared for this holiday, and we're fully prepared this year and still sold out. So it's a beautiful thing. I guess that's what I didn't tell you, Jason, is that we originally started off with CBD roasted nuts and our original spicy flavor. And we do that a non-infused version of that. And I would like to do THC, but it would not be considered homogenous at that point.
Very cool.
Yeah, not every nut is the same.
Not every.
What about Hawaii? Oh, Hawaii! You're in Hawaii. You got lots of fucking good nuts out there. Have macadamia? Yeah. Anybody macadamia?
Macadamia is out here, but they're very expensive. It's a real, it's a pain in the ass to collect them.
Is it?
But yeah, they have macadamia. That's good eating stuff out here. Kukui nuts aren't any good. Good for the skin.
Okay. Well, we might have to do a Hawaii limited edition then. Collab with you.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Smoke.
I live right here. I can look out here. I'm sitting about 2 miles from the actual water, and it's Jaws. So it's the largest largest rideable wave there is. And it's right here by the house. And I go down there and bullshit with all the surfers. Everybody wants to smoke weed. We got the big van parked down there I got a hippie in there smoking bong hits with everybody. It's a lot of
That's awesome.
It's a whole scene. Everybody's stuck in the mud, and all the hotties are down there, and all the photogs. There's helicopters everywhere.
Sounds terrible.
So that's a good spot to give out good healthy snacks. People coming out of the water, and
that sounds like an event. nuts.
I'm going to have to be your safety advisor after COVID, and I'll have to be on staff at least 3 weeks every year just to make sure everything is up to code. So
anytime.
Yeah.
Adam's been out before. He's been to the house. He's done his broadcast.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Yeah, he lost his dongle on the way and wanted to wanted to do the show from the car.
Yeah.
You were there, right? Were you trying to hold up the green screen behind him?
Yeah.
While he was driving? That's hilarious. But I know Adam wants to send you some nuts in Hawaii, or it's easier to send him to Vegas.
I can send them anywhere, but I have sent quite a bit to Hawaii, so please do send Dave your address, and I'll send a little care package out.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll connect. I can even make you a nuts bong later on.
Oh shit.
Beautiful.
Oh, mic drop.
Now it's getting nuts around here. It's getting nuts around here. Woo.
Or a custom peanut butter jar. I did a nice jar for Snoop. He wanted a big jar that held a pound of weed, and he wanted it in blue.
That would be the dopest shit ever. And fun
jar.
Wow. Come on. There's more nuggets. There you go, Mark.
Mark's on it now.
It's not a nugget for everything. Not every sound is a nugget. What are you doing?
That was a true nugget. True nugget.
Wait. I do have something to open here that was dropped off by Numbnuts from... Hold on, that's not it. Where to go?
What you got? What you got?
And for New Year's, too, just an FYI, you will be the first to have the THC version of the peanut butter.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I will have that in hand for you in the packaging.
So what are you doing milligrams on that? Do you know? You have a kind of what's the milligram there?
1,000.
Oh, nice. Our favorite.
Yeah.
That's our favorite number. That's our favorite number when it comes to personal milligrams. There.
Yeah, it's going to be 1,000 milligrams and 6 ounces of peanut butter.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that works.
I like it. Yeah, it's also cool because you could put that, you could use that for a satay or something. That'd be sick. You know what I mean? Not just make a nice satay, THC infused satay thing.
Oh, for sure. We made some.
Do you guys do both crunchy and creamy, or what's the deal with that? Is it just all one?
We haven't done that yet. We're going to be having a whole slew of products come out. Actually, we're going to be doing some with some celebrity chefs next year, just limited edition drops. But we're going to have creamy, we're going to have chunky, we're going to have a bunch of different products. But at the same time, as I said last time, I was holding off on doing our capital raise. We'll be doing our capital raise and really going nuts 2021.
Whoa, I like it. We're going nuts.
Like that. Look at this. Thank you, Adam. Do you know these guys?
We do. We do indeed. Yeah, we carry them up at the shop.
We should have them on the show. I've written to them a few times. I think I had a couple of interactions with them. How do you pronounce it? Leafa?
Leafa is a good one. Kush Masters is a good one. What I'm smoking on right now, actually, Slap and Tickle from Single Source.
Slap and Tickle, huh?
Slap and Tickle.
Yeah, Slap and Tickle.
Oh.
Slap and Tickle.
Wow.
Now, from Single Source, it's the Llama Brands.
Interesting.
Llama Brands grows some really, really good flower.
Do they have Slap and Tickle in Hawaii there?
We know Jason has.
Oh, no, I know they don't. That's funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks nice.
Nice.
Is that rosin or what was that?
Yeah, that's rosin. Jelly.
Yeah, looks good.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm trying some of their rosin right now. I can't tell. It's Trop Santo.
And apothecary extracts that you had on earlier, their extracts are fuego.
Yeah.
Amazing.
El Fuego. Muy El Fuego.
Brent knows really what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. And he's killing it in Oklahoma now, too.
Yeah.
All after Adam Dunn.
Everybody dab. It's dab time. Dab time, ready. You have your rig out there, Mr. Harris? No? Just a joint?
I just got my joint tonight.
It's allowed.
I got joints too, don't you worry.
I got a JBD without even. This is before, not the one you sent, but this is the other one they have.
Okay, cool. You like that?
Yeah, this one rips. Every time I give it to somebody, it's funny because I had this girl was over helping me trim, And the first thing she looked at the thing, she goes, "Is that a Jerome Baker?" Like I was like, "Damn, you passed the test right out of the gate." Right. Like that was like a full on like reaching over to open the door for you or something. I was like, "What?"
That's great.
She knows her pipes.
Yeah, this one for the cart of chugs too, man. Like it makes the experience better for sure.
First bong I ever bought, Sticky Greens, Edwards, Colorado. That Jerome
Jason
Baker.
Walt said that we're gonna get some Jerome Baker tops for the cartas that are coming.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
What are you talking about?
Look at that.
Oh, Carta. See, it's already on there. Dun, 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 dun.
Nice.
Perfect. Perfect.
But we didn't get the actually new cartas to go full on, so we have to. We'll save it for the next show. But there you go, looking good.
They'll probably all arrive on Monday.
I'll have to get some of your bongs up at the shop in Breckenridge as well.
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
Look at the commerce going on this show.
If there was only some way that we could just capitalize on it. No, it's okay.
Yeah. I got a smoking lounge that we're trying to get approved here in the next couple of months in Breckenridge, and it would be awesome and a true honor if you came out and bless the consumption lounge.
Nice.
Cool.
Adam Dunn blessed consumption lounge.
No, he's talking about
Jason
Jerome.
Harris.
He's talking about Jason Harris.
I've been looking for an excuse.
I told you in the past that I want you guys to come up there and do a podcast as much as you possibly can.
Cool. Yeah, I want to come up and to go ride at some point. I want to drive up from Vegas.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. That would be really cool. After we get the consumption lounge, then we'll have the party house. Then it will be a really good time.
Very cool. So that's going on in Colorado right now, consumption lounges?
It's in the process. We have to get the local towns and cities and counties to opt in to make it happen. But it's approved on a state level.
We'll have to let the plague end first, and then we'll see how well it goes.
Yeah.
We're
not going to do it in the middle of COVID-ness, but
though it would be the perfect opportunity because no one would fuck with you. They'd just be like, "You guys just do whatever the fuck you want to do. We ain't coming in there to tell you not to." You know what I mean? Come on in. We're all coughing in here. I'm like, that's the only thing is like, as a guy, having so many events, and same with you, Jason. You know it. Like, if you think about if you could see everybody coughing and you could see how far their coughs were going and which direction they were going, and you would walk through an average event, you'd be like now you'd be such a weird different vibe. Before you'd be like, whatever, that guy's coughed on me and that guy coughed on me. Now you'd be like, holy shit, this is the most dangerous party I've ever been to. Because people just letting loose, So I don't know. Now coughs are
it's the new normal.
Considered a assault with a deadly weapon or something.
Or remember prior to Spanibus, how we were like, well, wait a minute, we're going to go someplace, we're going to cough, everyone's going to look at us funny, you're going to give out the first cough after a hit of a joint, and everyone's going to, what the fuck, you know. So
no, that's what I mean. Everything's changed. It's changed its reality of what it is.
A new reality we will exist in.
It's a new reality. So, I think we're gonna do our shout outs in a minute. So I think we'll let you get back to your paradise there, Jason.
Paradise.
Right on, guys.
And then
thanks for having me on board.
Oh, 100%. Anytime. And we're going to come see you when you're in Vegas. So we'll keep in touch about that. If it's in a couple weeks, that'd be perfect.
Absolutely. And I'll tune in with you guys next week.
100%.
Awesome.
Bring your party to our party.
Aloha. Pleasure to meet you. Be well.
You too.
Oh, he did well. That was a 10 right there.
As far as getting off without getting too confused on which one.
Wait, do I push that? What's the? Oh, wait, where does I?
So, we have
Adam, Numbnuts.
Numbnuts. Let's talk about Numbnuts right out of the gate, so then we can let him off back to his nutty.
How do people order your peanut butter right now?
You go on to numbnutsco.com. You can get the Dunn deal will be in there tomorrow after I talk to my tech guy, and we'll make sure you get taken care of. But numbnutsco.com, and we'll make sure you're taken care of in boutique stores across Colorado. So
that's awesome.
Appreciate you having me on. Thank you. Always a pleasure and an honor. And look forward to seeing you guys again in 2021. Yeah. And stay safe and healthy out there.
And check
Thank
in
you so much, brother.
Next week, though, we should definitely try to jump in, at least even for a second. We'll got to put you on.
Yeah.
We're going to have you on the wheel of deals there. So get ready for an avalanche of requests.
I'm game. I'll eat a bunch of edibles with you. I'm down to take over 1,000 mils, no problem.
Oh, give me a break.
That's the entry. That's the entry.
I talk to you
Entry level.
all the time.
Yep.
I
We'll start at
remember.
1,000,
I have
right?
it in writing where you said, I ate 150 milligrams last night. I didn't wake up until 1 p.m.
No, you missed the 4 in front of that.
I think we're going to start. I think the idea is just to start at 1,000 right out of the gate, so that we know that nobody's going home.
I like it.
Clean.
I like it.
Right, Dave?
Go big or go home.
Yes, 1,000 out of the gate.
So we have to go big.
1,000 out of the gate. Let's do it. All right. That's
I'm ready.
That's
Good
it. All right, my friend. Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah, you're gonna chug. You're gonna chug right out of the gate. That's what you're gonna do.
I'm not going to chug right out of the gate, but I mean, do we know how many
1,000
dropper fulls are in each one of these?
If it's 2,500 for the whole thing, you got to divide it into two.
No. I don't mean that. I mean, how many droppers?
I don't
What's
know.
the whole thing?
Figure it out. This is your job. You have a week.
No, there should be a way to.
You have a week. You have 6 days.
I'll speak to JW.
We lost a day. We've lost a day. You have only 6 days to prepare.
Oh no.
6 days. And if anybody out there wants to join us next week, all you got to do is just have a shitload of edibles on hand. And I think to get in on the event, you got to start with 1,000 though, just so you can't wake up the next day. That's a good. That's all.
No, we're not encouraging anybody at home to eat 1,000 milligrams. That would be improper. You eat the amount of edibles you feel comfortable eating, then maybe double it.
Dave is like a school teacher.
Don't hurt yourself.
Dave, forget about it.
To shout outs.
Shout outs.
Oh, shout outs.
Oh, yeah. Don't you forget.
Oh, where's my paper?
You need a paper?
I always keep a paper to keep in order.
You haven't figured this out yet?
I figured, remember, I wasn't able to see everything coming up before Mark set up the other screen. So I always keep something in order. I don't want to ever fuck anything up and miss out on somebody.
Yeah, all right, my friend.
But you use New Millennium Nutrients all the time.
Sure do.
So that's never a problem. Is there any way you can get them to change that logo, though?
No.
As much as their products are amazing, I'm I'm 50.
You know too much. That's the problem. If you didn't know,
I know.
When you don't know, you're just like, what the who?
Yeah.
But no, their product rocks. I don't think they have to worry about their logo right now. They're worried about keeping their stuff flowing because people are just like nonstop. That's for sure. Like I've noticed them. I've been to their warehouse and I was like, whoa, you guys are cranking through this stuff. Amazing products. The Rubifovic is awesome. I've been like right now I'm at that magic point too. Like when you're at like week six is like when everything just like tightens down, starts to look like what you're after, but amazing products, super easy to use, very timely as far as like you'll be using small amounts but at precise times, which makes it super economical. And totally set up for larger systems. If you have a dosatron or something like that, you can buy this stuff in bulk, plug those things right in, tap into the main line. But of course, when you go to the website, you can check out their store finder, their calculator, which will tell you how much product you'll need for any particular grow medium and size, container size, etc. But you can also go and just order direct from them. And if you do that, you can obviously have to say done deal because that gets you extra special discount. And at this point in time, just get you to the front of the line. That's the first point, which is huge because they're getting so many requests. But when they get those done deals, they jump. Great product. And
right on. So go to newmillenniumnutrients.com, but we'll talk about medicallycorrect.com, which is the makers of Incredibles, who make True Pura CBD products, Keek cannabis extracts, Nove chocolates. Listen, these guys have paid their dues in the industry. Okay, they're cannabis OGs, they're pot barons. Rick and Bob run a great company. They've been around since the beginning. Their THC edibles are spot on. And the one thing that when you eat an edible that you want to know is it's going to do what you want it to do every time. You're not going to question it. For me, about 45 minutes on an empty stomach, and I'm really feeling the effects. I like the 50 milligram gummies, but they have chocolates, gummies, mints, shatters, vape cartridges, you name it. But if you happen to live anywhere outside of Colorado or even in Colorado and you want CBD gummies, CBD salves, pain cream, tincture, you go to truepura.com. You enter Dunn deal at checkout. You're going to get 20% off your order. They ship anywhere in the United States. The tincture on the allergy meds for my dog have made her paw problem go away. I talk about it all the time. I'm so thankful for it. Watching her run is an amazing joy. She's a new dog. But if you happen to live in Colorado, you can go to the flagship stores of Apothecary Extracts in Denver, Pueblo, or Colorado Springs. You mention Dunn deal to them. They're going to give you a gram of ambrosia and an infused joint for $25. We had Brent on earlier. Nothing more I can say. You know, you really want to ask for the honey banana batter by name. I don't know if it's part of the Dunn deal, but you know what? I bet you if you whined enough and said you heard about it on the show and you saw Brent smiling on the show, they'll probably do you the favor.
That smiling.
So you
is that going to help, that smiling part? He was smiling.
You know, I don't know.
Smiling.
You just try to butter him up.
They'll be like, I don't know if that doesn't sound like Brent.
Right.
You lying.
So go to Green Farms. Not Green. Well,
you jumped way ahead. That's why I was wondering what you were doing.
I fucked it up. Look at that. I said Apothecary Extracts when I really wanted to talk about Green Farms, but you got there okay.
Yeah.
But if you're in Colorado Springs and you want Green Farms Med, you need to look no further than their website. You go to Green Farms Med, you click on their pre-order. You can have it waiting for you when you get there. They supplied us with tincture for the 5280 challenge. And if we didn't do this, everyone would have diabetes before the end of the show. This stuff. Did you look at the list of cannabinoids on the back of this?
I'm just using this as a gummy substitute, so I don't have to eat gummies because I don't eat gummies. So I'll have to use this as a thing. But I'll do anything else. Anything else I'll do.
It is amazing.
I need the sugar to keep us going. Otherwise, I'm gonna be like.
That's coffee for me.
That shit hits hard and fast. That's the thing about that. You think you're skipping, but you're actually going straight to the fucking. Nighty night time.
Yep.
Like, oh, what happened to MTI? Oh, he's laying on the fucking soundboard and it's gonna be drooling on himself.
Nah.
Yes.
You'll catch me falling asleep every once in a while, but I'll be good.
Yeah, every once in a while.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll be good though.
But yeah, definitely go to Green Farms.
You go to greenfarmsmed.com.
Yeah, look at that frost. Woo, look at
Organic. No-till, same soil for 4 years. Mm-hmm. He has perfected his SOP on producing just tasty flour right now. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is really tasty. I see him, every week or so, and the first thing out of his mouth is, oh my gosh, this batch is better than the last.
It's true.
So go to greenfarmsmed.com.
Like I got a bunch of different flavors. We tried a bunch the other day together, and it was like, damn, those are like, each one has their unique flavors, but they all have a certain, it's not that they have a certain taste that's similar. They have a certain quality that's the same, which is like they all hit this certain note, which you're like, damn, this one is like, oh, this is fire. And then you smell, this is even better. But they're all like completely different, but they all have a certain just a certain high quality to them, which is what you want.
So finding $130 medical ounce is unheard of. Finding $130 organic, no-till medical ounce is what's happening at Green Farms Med right now. So sign up for their text alerts. They'll tell you all the time. You got to give him a shot. He gets, 90% of his grow medium from Build-A-Soil. So you go to buildasoil.com or you call 855-877-SOIL. Any order over $500 in Colorado and New Mexico is free shipping. You got to follow him on Instagram. The stuff they're doing there, it's beyond. He has a full-service organic supply shop, mushrooms, vegetables. He's doing something with cannabis. I'm really hoping he's growing your strains, Adam, because he just has his shit dialed in. So you go to buildasoil.com or you call 855-877-SOIL. They are your guys. You have questions. You have a big farm, a small farm, doesn't matter. Call them. They'll help you.
100%.
Adam uses his stuff.
For sure. And I'm about to get some new stuff from them. I'll keep you posted when it arrives. And then we'll do a check-in. But yeah, just all-around quality products, all vetted through these guys. Everything they do, they run themselves. They double-check, triple-check, make sure it's good before they ever release it to the public. So I've seen products which I thought were great, and then they've done their test and said, nope, this is full of shit. And I'm like, oh, my God, really? Damn, I guess I'm not going to be using that anymore, because Jeremy just does he does the homework, which a lot of people don't.
He does.
You don't have to. But yeah, check them out, and as always, Dunn Deal on checkout.
Yep.
I think they've been running the Dunn Deal the longest than anybody. Official.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
They're worth it. You got to give them a call. You got to go to their website. You got to check them out. Go to buildasoil.com.
Oh yeah.
But Chris Hubbard of Hubbard Glass at patreon.com/Hubbard Glass is a true gentleman. So he is also blowing some tops for the cartas that are being sent to us. So we'll have 3 of those soon. He also, after a conversation I had with him, thinks your idea for banking your monthly credit and using it on a much larger piece of glass is spot on.
Perfect.
So he's going to be offering that up soon.
Nice.
And he just came out with a full line of Terp Pearls that he'll be including with memberships. I don't know if he said he'll send them at the $8 membership, but I know he's sending them with the $80 membership, and he's sending them along with almost any order of a glass bong or glass pipe or
so I was just thinking
thinking
about that too. What would be really cool is, because we're talking about a monthly subscription and you have time to kind of think about it, is what it could be would be that basically they build the bong over the time in their mind's eye until they design it, and then they finally, after 6 months, say, all right, I'm ready to release the Kraken here. Release the Kraken.
Release the Kraken.
And they have actually designed it over time without being all like, because that's the problem, is you go in and you're just like, give me that thing. You don't ever have a chance to. So if you had like 6 months to be like, I want a blue, no, I want a green, no, I want a, and by the time you're done, you say, all right, this is it. I want a green, with reverse this. And you can kind of build it like a Build-A-Bear. It's like Build-A-Bear, but Build-A-Bong. And they get to do
He's open to suggestions.
So I'm down.
The man,
yes.
He's a class act. He knows his shit.
Yes.
He really is a student of the glass game. He pays attention to what's going on. Talk about customer service. He's told us some stories. He takes care of his customers. You're going to be satisfied with what you're doing. And if what you're doing is want to watch and learn how to blow glass, you have to go to patreon.com/Hubbard Glass. $8. Give me a break. Come on. You spend more on that if you live in the LA area on coffee. So $8, learn how to blow glass.
Yes, sir.
Buy a membership, $80 a month. He's going to put something together for you that is just fire.
Stack those bitches up.
Stack them up. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris Hubbard. I appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to the cart to tops. That's going to be a lot of fun. But if you happen to live in Colorado, there's 6 stores called Ozo Coffee.
Oh shit.
You can show up, social distance, wear a mask. They'll make you a coffee drink. But if you live anywhere in the United States, listen, ozocoffee.com. Enter Dunn Deal at checkout. You're going to get 20% off your first order. They are the coffee company that has spoiled me. I don't drink anyone else's coffee. I drink Ozo coffee. Look, even Adam, he has a bag of it there somewhere.
Deep in there, deep in the pile.
I dropped off a bag.
Yeah, 2 bags.
So their blends are fantastic. Their single origins are fantastic. Listen, if you're a cannabis breeder, you know single strains that have come from the backwoods someplace that produce amazing flower. It's the same thing with their coffee. Okay? So you got to give them a shot. ozocoffee.com. Enter Dunn Deal at checkout. 20% off your first order.
Go big, go big, go 5 pounds so you get a free pound. Don't be a pussy.
Pounds.
Yeah, just don't come in and be like, oh, get a pound. And then you're like, well, I got me like a $3 off or something. And I was like, that ain't the deal. The deal is go big.
No, they mentioned they're starting to get some good traction. So that one right there, Dia Un Regalas, that's the single origin they gave us a couple of bags of.
Yeah.
Right down on there on the I guess it's on the left. There you go.
Yes, sir.
That stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. So go to ozocoffee.com, mention Dunn Deal if you're local. Okay. I don't know if they'll give you a discount on the local coffee, but if you just found out about it,
they may just kick you out. Yeah.
It could happen. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Never happen. Yeah. Never happen. And next week on the show, if he holds true, Petey from Treasure in Barcelona.
Coming in live.
Barcelona. Live from Treasure Cannabis Club. We'll have him on early in the day, which is late for him already. But
Mike
30
Denver's
euros.
all about the stripper pole, huh?
I know. He's really into that.
You might as well have to bring
What's
one.
happening?
Yeah, you had to,
he's been
install
single.
it. I'm not that handy, dude. Everyone will die if they
Thinks I have just have a stripper pole just lying around.
Yeah.
Cece, do you have a stripper pole?
No
Yeah, but he
stripper pole?
reminded me of Mishawaka Amphitheater when I couldn't remember the name earlier, having a senior moment. But Petey at Treasure charges $30 for membership.
He has a
keeps the
stripper pole.
riffraff out.
But
But if you ask for the Dunn Deal, he waives that €30 membership fee.
Like that, he just goes, Puh!
Yeah.
I don't know. Like he may fight you for it now. He may be like, times are tough. COVID and all,
He has a little studio in the back where we've actually done a show from.
Yeah, we have a couple.
He's a great guy. He cares about his cannabis. He cares about his customers. Cares about his staff. But if you're in Barcelona, they're open right now. You can go to Treasure. You can tell any cab driver to take you to Treasure. They'll find it.
Could be
Ask for the Dunn Deal.
I think there's a strip bar called Treasure.
Is it really?
Sounds like such a strip.
Mike Denver.
Treasure. Hey, Treasure. Hey. It sounds very stripper bar, doesn't it?
I mean,
I'm
just confused on the pronunciation of it.
Treasure.
Because I heard people there like.
Well, no, of course they're going to pronounce it different.
Yeah, I don't know. So
even if they pronounce it the same, you would hear it different.
We're going to have Nacho and Angel from Requiem Seeds next week.
Nice.
So we'll ask them how they pronounce it, even though they're part of a different cannabis club. They know PD and they know Treasure. They know that place.
Yeah, there's a lisp in there. There's a lisp in there you're not quite getting. Right. So that might be it.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you're stuck home and you want to make an extract of some kind, right? Whether it's you had extra lavender, you had extra sage, you grew some palm kernels, you go to extractcraft.com.
Who's growing those in Colorado?
I don't know. Come on. Some banana seed. You want to make banana oil, vanilla,
banana seed? I don't know.
Chocolate.
That doesn't come out like a seed.
Banana oil. Whatever. I'm fucking riffing here. Go work.
Really riffing.
Yeah.
So you go to extractcraft.com. They're in the bananas. You go to extractcraft.com. They have the Ito Pro, and they have the Source Turbo. One button. Adam likes buttons. These have one button.
More buttons.
Okay. You make some
I
fire
like
extracts.
I appreciate simplicity, which is very
Simplicity at its finest.
It is.
In order to run an extract craft extractor, you're going to need a solvent, and that solvent should be 420 extractor. Okay, it is
made here in Colorado.
Made here in Colorado. They also really supported what was going on. They converted part of their production to the making of hand sanitizer. Their alcohol cleans glass. It processes cannabis. It makes extract. It's gluten-free and non-GMO, right? It does come in those bottles, so it looks like hooch.
Or in bulk, you can buy it and get a big 5 gallon, 2.5 gallon, 5 gallon, 50 gallon tote, fucking whatever size you need.
You need a 55-gallon drum. They have that. So you go to 420 extractor. You have to ask for the Dunn Deal here and at Extract Craft, whether or not you're talking to them or online. If you go online and you do find out that they don't have a spot to enter it, give them a call and say, hey, I'm looking for it. We'll find out for you, and then let us know so we can fix it for you. They're a great company, okay? And we thank you for your support. But if you're here locally in Boulder, it's tough. Listen, you're in Boulder and you want fire cannabis. I am so biased right now. They are producing something cutting edge. Their genetics is out there. Their rosin. I am just telling you, if you're a fan of rosin, if you enjoy a good rosin dab, it's worth the trip to Boulder. It really is worth the trip. There's something about the terpene profile that passes through this, which was normally only found in BHO in the past. They really do something special. They also have these, I don't know where I put them, these strain-specific gummies. And they were tasty. Now, I have been eating edibles a long time. I haven't seen a company come out with strain-specific edibles before. So I'm sure they're very proud of it. And if I were any sort of a host, I would know where I put them. Here they are. So there's the truth. Adam's got one.
Which one?
Which one is yours again? It's like Mac.
The Reno and back. Yeah, it's.
No, I'm talking about the gummies.
Oh, the gummies. No, that was GMO cookies.
No, the gummies were
made
delicious.
from full spectrum rosin.
They were seriously good.
Seriously
they were like
good.
really
Look
good.
at him. He's liking them.
So you got to go to 14erboulder.com.
I'm a gummy
You place a pre-order there.
Oh,
Do you have some
we have a
shirts?
connoisseur in the house.
Gummies,
Huh?
Don't you have some shirts and hats from 14er there in the pile?
Yeah,
that we'll be giving away next week?
Yes, we do. We have all sorts. Hats. We got beanies. We got. What else we got from 14ers? A bunch of shirts.
I don't know. They sent me something to unbox. So let me pull it out.
Yeah, there he goes. Oh, going in. What else we got?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah, Jesus.
Dave's got a camping mug.
Okay, we got a mug from Green Farms. Competition of the
Sweet.
swag. We got a swag competition going on over here.
We have a lot of swag to give away next week, okay?
Oh, my God.
We have a lot of swag to give away. So you got to head to 14erboulder.com, place a pre-order, one person in the store at a time, cash only, have it ready. Don't use their cash machine. Don't waste anyone else's time. Just bing, bang, boom, walk
Bing,
in, walk
bang,
out,
boom.
all done.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
So if you're a grower, and, well, I don't grow cannabis here. We did have vegetables this year, and they were huge.
Oh, shit.
Huge. You go to
Huge, man,
Fish
huge.
fishheadfarms.com or Fishit on Instagram. And I have it on good authority that if you were to send in your pictorial of a fish, it could be anybody. Could be anybody.
Mostly
in
Dave.
a diaper.
Mostly Dave. If it's wearing a diaper,
yeah.
All you got to do is be better than this. We set that bar super high, as usual. As usual on the Adam Dunn Show, the bar has been set completely high.
So if you follow Instagram, you'll see people post about it all the time. He's really all over the place right now. Everyone's aware of Fishhead. If you haven't used it, give it a try. You go to fishheadfarms.com. You enter Dunn Deal at checkout. It's 25% off. It's our biggest Dunn Deal.
Oh yeah, and he's going to be putting that. That'll be on the wheel, the wheel of deals.
The Wheel of Deals,
Wheel,
and I
Wheel of
promise
Dunn Deals, I should say.
Tommy and Tom will be on
Tommy
with
and Tommy.
Tommy Chong next week for a couple minutes
Together.
Because I fucked up last time, and it's my fault, and I'm sorry. And
Can we can we recreate like some sort of? Can we make them like run towards each other in a field and hug? Is there any way to do that?
I don't know.
I'm asking Mark. Mark can barely hit the fucking button on the thing at the right time. It's like, I'm asking him now to do like Photoshop fucking shit running across fields.
If they have green screens and they're just running.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's gonna happen. I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I can see
we
Tommy.
should tell them they need to wear green shirts.
They have to wear. Yeah, they'll be floating heads flying to each other. Anyway.
So as every
Tommy and
stoner
Tommy
knows,
together, finally.
You get your glass dirty. It happens, right? Your rig's full of resin. They get dirty. You need something to clean it.
Shit.
So you have to go to terpwipes.com/Dunn Deal.
What happened to ours?
They do not have a promo code.
You got one in the glass there.
What they have is a special site set up for Adam Dunn Show fans.
Oh, yeah, I see.
You go to terpwipes.com/Dunn Deal, and it will show you Dunn Deal pricing.
Terp wipes. Yes, they're good. Oh,
So 4 times the size of a regular alcohol prep pad.
This is like a bag.
It really works. You know what I've learned? Before you start cleaning your bong or your pipe, you clean your glasses first. And then you use it after you've cleaned your glasses because there's still plenty of alcohol on it to clean all your rigs. Okay? terpwipes.com/Dunn Deal. It is a product that every stoner should have. In fact, you can get a monthly subscription. So if you were thinking, what do I get this stoner? Get him a monthly subscription. It really is. It is worth it. It is absolutely worth it. We've gone through a lot here, as I'm sure you have.
Oh, yeah.
So you go to turpwipes.com/Dunn deal.
I sent 3 boxes to my buddy for Christmas.
Good Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Very good stocking stuffer, I'd have to say.
Yup.
Very good stocking stuffers. Every month.
Yeah, it's
You know, there's a reason to give them.
I just got one and it was apparently it had been opened or something because when I opened it up, it was completely dry. I was like, what?
It was probably our fault.
The worst thing ever.
Yeah.
So listen, this show got started
like standing
because
on a
of breeding cannabis. It is the core of everything that makes the show possible. It is something that I have been very fortunate enough to be around that after it's grown, but it needs to start with a seed, and those seeds should be acquired from seedsherenow.com. I cannot say enough for James. Seedsherenow.com. James Bean has been so helpful to bringing on breeders for the show, and he's so knowledgeable of his craft. And his craft is being able to transact seeds so that you can have quality feminized genetics shipped discreetly all across the United States, right? And I highly suggest that when you go to seedsherenow.com, you look at the Sage Master catalog and you buy some of them.
Those are called herp wipes, actually. The stripper pole cleaners, those are herp wipes.
Yeah.
That's a different.
And they're a little bit. They're even bigger than the terp wipes.
You have to be a little bigger because you don't want to
They're way bigger.
Yeah.
I wasn't paying attention to the chat, gang. I apologize.
Yeah, he said terp wipes are great for cleaning stripper poles. Those are herp wipes. Those are
and they're a bit bigger.
Bigger. All right.
Yeah, so seedsherenow.com. Enter Dunn Deal at checkout. You'll get a discount. Again, Sage and Sour is available, right? Dunn Loud is available. He has about 60 different breeders.
What was the Bitcoin thing they said there? They're getting discounts already? Oh, shit. Bitcoin.
I don't know.
Every paid Bitcoin order completed on Wednesday gets a free gift added to their order.
Oh, shit.
Look at that. He likes crypto.
On Wednesdays. On every Wednesdays.
On Wednesdays.
I guess that's a good day for crypto.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw it went to 26 something now. I was like, damn.
Yeah, right?
Jumperonius, Maximus.
Bitcoin.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
So I hope you've been sending in your email to dundeal@adamdunnshow.com and telling us why you need an Illuminar lamp or light, however you were trained. And so every month we give away a lamp. Honestly, tonight I don't know what lamp we're giving away. I don't know if it's the IL8.
I think it is the not the IL8. It's the
IL5.
No.
We'll find out. You're going to win a lamp that grows cannabis. It's either going to be an HID lamp or it'll be an LED, but it will grow cannabis. It will be proven. They have a track record in this industry. They have lamped personal grows. They have lamped commercial grows. They know their shit. I have even been able to introduce them to some commercial grows here in Colorado, and the feedback I'm getting is the hash controller, the ability to daisy chain lamps together, is so beyond what gardens need right now from an efficiency standpoint. So you got to head to illuminarlighting.com, or is it illuminar.com, Mark?
Hold on, sorry.
It's illuminarlighting.com.
Illuminarlighting.com, and we do have a winner for this week's lamp. Hopefully they've been paying attention and they know the word of the day. And hopefully they answer, because I don't have a backup.
Yup.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, we do. Okay, so go ahead and give him a call, Mark.
Okay, so we are calling Paul D.
Paul D, if you're listening, that's us calling.
Here we go. Hello? Oh.
What? That was it?
The ring stopped, but
ILW.
It looks like it's ringing still,
Is it ringing?
but it's not
We can't hear it.
in there.
Hello.
Hello, is this Paul?
Yes, this is.
This is the Adam Dunn Show.
You're on the air.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not too much, man. Just sipping on some Ozo coffee, you know?
Oh, shit.
Come on, cymbal crash, Mark.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa, not even just like a where. We knew that was a. Yeah.
There we go.
There you go. That wasn't even better than a cymbal crash. Yeah. So anyway, we got your letter, and we thought this guy, he's listening. He's listening to the subconscious things we try to put out there, which is, check out some of our sponsors. So how you digging that Ozo? It's pretty good, right?
Oh, I'm a big fan of it. Yeah, I got the subscription that I'm ordered to. I get all different kinds of stuff coming in the mail, and I'm a big fan of that stuff.
Great, good to hear. Well, hopefully you got the word of the month, so we can ship you a light. How's it?
Yeah, I hope I sure do. I want to say it's Lux.
That's not.
Oh, you got to try again.
Oh, boy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Illuminar just tagged us in their latest post, and it should be in there.
Since we're super patient.
Since we're super patient. I mean, you could always call on the
let's
chat
do a
gang.
dab. We'll do a dab. I'll do a dab. It'll take me a minute or so.
Anybody in the chat gang know what it is and maybe can help them out?
You magically...
Come on now.
Let's see.
He had a really good story.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I know it. Illuminar Lighting.
Oh, man, that company. Who are those guys?
Yeah.
Keep checking.
UV light.
Yep,
light.
that is it. Ding, 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 ding. I'll give you a real sound.
Yes. Nice job. Nice job.
Have faith. Have faith in your boy.
Yeah, man. Right on.
There we go.
Of course we do.
Some good sleuthing skills.
Well,
Yeah.
we're glad.
You just gotta get a little Ozo coffee to run through your brain, and all of a sudden things start clicking.
It was
Dude.
quick. I know that. I was like, noticed he was quick. I was like, man, that's pretty fast.
You need a sidekick job for a podcast?
Do you want to know something? When I first met Justin and he mentioned to me, listen, I don't understand why people aren't encouraged to take coffee breaks. It actually makes them more productive afterwards. I couldn't help but smile and say, I could live in a coffee break world. I mean, I really could. I don't know. I drink 2 to 3 a day, and I'm very impressed. But thank you for listening to the show, Paul. We'll email you.
I'm going to send emails, and they'll take care of you from there.
Thank you so much again, guys. Appreciate the Adam Dunn Show and everybody on it.
Hey, thanks, Paulie, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling in, Paul.
Appreciate you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year. Hey.
We can say that.
Yes, we can. Oh, we can say
We're
that.
allowed.
Oh,
Happy Hanukkah. Good Kwanzaa. There are plenty of them.
Right.
Festivus.
Right on. Plenty.
Festivus. Come on, don't forget.
Festivus for the rest of us.
There you go.
Is it the airing of grievances time?
Mm-hmm. Not yet. Soon.
All right.
All right, man.
All right.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you.
He's gone. All right.
Did you say I sent you a photo?
No, I didn't.
Yes, I did.
Where?
To face.
You're my email?
Oh, I should be nervous right now. He says something about a photo.
Yeah, I sent you a photo.
Oh, okay.
Come on, you can find it.
I know, but I'm trying to send emails about this guy winning.
I know, but it's timely. It's a good one. It's actually it's for the moment, bro. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. See, I was a winner too. I was a winner. I won some Illuminar lights. They finally showed up, but I didn't get my controller. You see, I thought that box on the top was a controller. I was all happy, like, hey,
controller.
Thanks. Got a controller. Then I opened it up. It was all cables. So,
Scott. Wah, wah, wah.
And now I realized after putting up one, I'm like, I need to replace everything. I was like, I'm just not everything. I'm keeping one room, but I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna replace a lot of that shit. But because this shit is fire, you put it all together, you're just like, damn, that is nice.
Damn.
Look at you all tripping out, bro. Like we're on acid.
You like that?
True, bro. That was killer.
Wow.
I love it, man. Well.
All right, take a quick dab and let me read the names of the people you might expect to see next week.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Yeah,
Okay.
Take a dab, everybody, because it's a long list.
Everybody dab. Here we go. All right, we got Chloe. We've got Cat Piss Tom. We've got Danny Danko, Dan Herrer, Bob Esquino, Stephen Chang, Nacho, and Angel from Requiem, Boris from Papa and Barkley, JJ Top Dog, The Bro, Rosendogs leading our fan hour, James Loudon, Marlin, Mateo, Dale Sky Jones for our Grateful Dead hour, Dave Gans, Pete Conacchione, and Rob Koritz from Dark Star Orchestra. We've got DJ Wonka. We've got Tommy from Fish Shit. We've got The Kid, Dr. Mark, Jason Pinsky, Susan Squibb, Kyle Cushman, maybe Big Steve from Amsterdam, Carlos Vives Jr., Ed Rosenthal, Willie Waldman, Nick Tannen, Frenchie Cannoli, Willie Waldman, Gringo Loco Sasquatch, and Tommy Chong.
And you said Mateo, and also DJ.
I did say Mateo.
Did you say DJ Fast?
No,
doesn't do it.
DJ Fast too.
He's on.
Sorry.
Yes,
On
from
the
his
list.
Brooklyn party. Yes, he's gonna be doing his Brooklyn house party in London. See that? How's that for international?
And Jason Harris from Jerome Baker.
And Jason Harris from Jerome Baker. And there's probably a bunch more that we haven't even put on the list because that's just our. That's the list of people we.
That just who replied back to us.
Who actually said they'd come on the show. Not the ones we're going to force in the next week to come on the show. Oh, yeah, don't forget about the strippers. Mike Denver and all the strippers.
Mike Denver's going to strip?
No, he's supposedly bringing a bunch of strippers, he says, to the
Keep
to
your
the
clothes
show.
on, Mike Denver.
He's coming. He's bringing them here and live.
Oh, God, please no.
Some Mike Denver Hoochie Mamas live. Right in MTI's face for New Year's.
Wow.
Dude,
Oh,
upside
God.
down.
I'm already in trouble.
Upside down twerk in front of it. He's going to get in so much trouble.
I'm already in trouble for
What?
ruining New Year's Eve.
Why? Because you're coming with me here?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be cuddling with you.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
She
Look what you did, Adam.
I know. Look what you did to me.
Yeah, but I
Look what
do
you did.
all the other holidays with her. I let her get her birthday. I was like, you can do it. I let him.
You took off Christmas.
It's all good. I was just kidding. It's all good. I was just messing.
She can come.
Oh, I know. She can come.
Tell her Mike D and the Slutty
great. Look
Sluts
what
will
you
be here
did.
live.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she wants to
that'll help.
hang out in the sweaty podcast studio.
Stripper pole.
Well, as long as exactly.
Oh, and Sofa Bad Guys.
Oh, Sofa Bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Polly from Be Fresh wants to throw some stuff into the wheel.
I wonder
too.
what that's gonna mean.
Oh, he had
Oh,
from
Be
Be
Fresh
Fresh,
is a-
Gear, his
okay,
his
never
company. He has
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, he has
Paulie's gonna throw some swag. I got a little couch.
no, some vests.
I have a chest of drawers.
Cat kind of peed on it a few times. It's not so bad.
That's
Don't-
stuff we'd expect from him, though.
Yeah, that would be classic. You got to pay for shipping. You
pay for shipping.
you just have to pay for shipping. You can have this. All this could be yours if you pay for shipping. It'll be like
All of this could be
$1,100.
yours.
$1,100.
1,100.
Yeah. It's,
Oof. Oh, this was a test for next week. We ran long tonight.
we were on long time.
Good. 12 hours next week.
This is nothing. This is
12
1/4
hours.
This is 1/4 of the show. So we'll be a
I
fourth.
know. I'm going to have like 20 cups of coffee.
It doesn't feel
lined
like
up.
that much.
I don't think it's gonna be that bad.
Because this is a quarter of the show. The second half would go super fast. Yeah. The third half would go kind of fast, and then it would start to slow down.
Wait.
And that last
When's the 1,000 edibles
and
kick
then
in?
that last quarter will be like the longest show in the world. It'll be like
Ever.
Holy fuck! What time is it now, dude? It's like
Time to end.
1 o'clock. You'd be like 1. You maybe still
Wake
have-
up, Dave.
No. You'd be like, yep. It's been between 12 and 1. Just took
what?
4 hours. I don't know what happened. So that's
sleepy.
that is my prediction. Is that somewhere between 12 and 1, time's gonna stop.
Wait. Here's a question
Because
for
I'll be
you.
like those guys are gonna be just like those cops. They're gonna be like, time has stopped.
Wait, it's a 12-hour show.
Yeah.
Do we have like a special prize for the biggest chatter on New Year's?
Chitty
Because to
chat
stick
chat.
it out for 12 hours, it's like work.
Oh yeah, but not really. When you don't have to do anything, you can just walk around your house, leave a fucking thing on in the background. It's not that hard. There's nowhere for the people to
If
go.
you're in Colorado and you win, we'll find a way to get you some 14er or some Green Farms Med or something, Apothecary or something fun like that, or maybe some Incredibles. If you don't live here, we're going to have to figure something legal out that you can win. But I'm sure we'll have a prize on there
If it's
you can win.
Apothecary, we have a whole lot of shit, man. We have
That's right.
backpacks.
Right, swaggy and
We have
stuff.
backpacks. We got Bluetooth
And a
speakers.
jacket.
Here, puffer jacket. Where's that puffer jacket? Give me that puffer jacket. Look at this. Look at what we get. Look what we got for the wheels. Oh yeah, It's a Terp Patrol. Where's it?
That's like George Costanza's puppy coat.
Hey, there you go. Terp Patrol, bro. Come on.
That gets you into parties.
Who does not want a Terp Patrol?
Mike Denver.
Mike Denver wants it. It actually.
Mike Denver.
I think it would fit him perfectly too. Fit him perfect. Let me tell you. But anyway, we have a whole load of stuff here, and even more coming. Whew, that wheel's getting crazy. I want to thank. Let's thank everybody who's on the show, which is a whole bunch of different people. I want to thank Tricom Jungle for sticking in, even though we get interrupted 55,000 times. It was like, damn it. What happened to my exclusive interview? Wasn't very exclusive. Sorry about that. But
not tonight.
It was good because we can actually chat next week, hopefully, with him for a sec. And anytime he wants, he's welcome on the show. Obviously, I want to thank the guys. So it was Matthew and Mark. Matthew from Shiva Leaf Shop
in Luxembourg.
ShivaLeafShop.com, or was it Shiva Leaf?
Yep.
.shop. What is it again?
You'll have to follow him on Instagram.
ShivaLeaf.shop is what I believe. But anyway, check that
Brent
out.
From Apothecary.
Brent from Apothecary.
Jeff Gard. Adam Weiss.
Miss Numbnuts. Adam Weiss. Jeff Gard, as always.
14er. JW at Green Farms.
Yeah. All you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything. And obviously for the chat gang. For
MTI. Can't do it without you.
Oh, shit.
Hey,
even though he got in trouble.
What did I do?
You
got smacked for New Year's. No
we're
cuddling.
in trouble. We're in trouble.
Yeah, y'all in trouble.
We're stealing him away from his girl.
Yeah, on our first New Year's Eve together.
Oh,
you know?
it's the worst New Year's ever. You don't want to be.
God.
Oh,
they just dropped that knife right here.
Right?
Yeah.
On their first ever.
Damn.
We're keeping you from fighting.
Yeah.
Because that's what usually happens on New Year's. So when somebody gets too high, she might start making out with some guy at some party. And you'll be like, what happened with you? Oh, I thought it was you. And then you're like, but it was. You see this? We don't want that. That's what we're trying to avoid that.
Okay.
We're keeping you from that. We're keeping you safe, bro.
Thanks,
anyway.
Hey, so wait, no, I got to give a shout out to Mako Dispensary, Mako Holistics in Boulder, in North Boulder, close to it. Mako, like the shark or the wolf, but it's Mako Dispensary. They're medical. You got to give them a try. They grow great stuff. They do it with love. Their owner was one of the youngest dispensary owners at 25. He got his first license here. I mean, he's paid his dues. He went to the University of Colorado. Don't hold that against him for all you out-of-staters. And listen, cannabis is his passion. And when cannabis is your passion and you start a dispensary, it probably translates into what you keep on the shelves. It's affordable. They have concentrate. They carry the cleanest stuff out there. They love what they do. So you got to head over to Mako. You can look them up. Go to Mako Holistics, and they're in North Boulder. And give them a try. And thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you guys holding on to that hash for us. Greenery Hash Factory, as always, we love you guys. I'm sorry I didn't get to your opening tonight. But listen, you make what could be some of the only Moroccan equivalent hash right now in Colorado. The Lebanese is sweet, but that Moroccan is...
I really think they should call it Morockish.
Yes. Yes, you're absolutely right. That's a good one. Let's buy that domain right now.
Because that would be much more fitting, and they would have a brand, because you can't call it a place when it's like saying something in France when it's not in France. But if you just twist it and give it that, because now you call it Morockish, it's like, oh, Morockish. That's our brand name for our Moroccan-like hash. Right?
Got it. Yeah. But no, it's Moroccan-like. I mean, it's real. It's really close.
Yeah.
They do it. I mean, you can roll it into a nice thin log.
It could be Lebanish, Morockish.
Yeah. You're right.
Jamaikish.
You're right.
Ish.
Next week's going to be fun.
Another $1 million
idea. You guys can join us.
$1 billion. Okay, there you go.
$1 billion.
Yeah.
All right. That's my extra shout out.
So yeah, shout out to Chat Gang. Shout out to everybody listening to the show. Shout out to everybody getting ready for next week. What?
Most chatter.
Oh, biggest.
Who's the most chatter?
Chatty McChatter.
Chatty
McChatface. Who's Chatty McChatface
Sorry,
of the week?
Talk amongst yourselves. Get your last.
Yeah, quick! You can get in there now.
Yeah,
if you just
get
throw
in there.
one in there.
I'm still refreshing.
One or two.
Who's last? Elka got it in.
Elka was the last one I see. So.
All right, refreshing one more time. And top chatters.
Teamwork.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I got to get my sound effects ready. All right, so
You might have missed out, Mike Denver. If Mike Denver loses by 1, and you wanted to put that extra stripping in there.
well, in third place, Mike Denver with 59 chats.
You could have said stripper a couple of more times.
Couple more stripper.
All you needed was
chats.
2 or 3 more strippers. And you
Got ya.
You were 3 strippers short.
All right.
3 strippers short of winning that one, Mike.
At number 2, we have the old school, The Rock Elka.
Oh yeah,
With
see?
86.
Oh, yeah.
It was that last one he put in there too. Did it? Put
Yeah,
it
that's the
on.
last one, man.
That's what
That
did it.
last one put
And
you over
then-
the top.
With a clear winner, with 103 chats today, number 1, Rosin Dogs.
Oh, we're back to Rosin Dog.
Back to
Yay.
Rosin Dogs. He
Life
didn't
is
go to the
normal
mall.
again. Life is normal. It's almost like we're as close to normal as possible.
He wasn't at the mall this time, so he's able to reclaim.
I mean, it was pretty. That was pretty much.
What happened to Home
That was
Depot guy?
predictable. That was a predictable top 3 that you could almost just make up off the top of your head. Because you'd be like, "Yeah, Mike Denver for sure, Rosin Dogs for sure," and then Elko would have been like in the top 5 people that you might select.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
All right.
You win. What do they win? They win a free
Chrysler
spin.
Cordoba.
Free spin.
It's
Free spin next week.
Should we give him a free
Sure.
spin next week?
Yeah,
Free spin.
They get to be the first guy out of the gate with a spin. How's that?
Out of the gate.
Okay. Rosin Dogs gets
Rosin
the first,
Dogs, you get a free
first
spin.
free
Just-
spin.
Wow,
First free
like he doesn't
spin.
deserve one already.
Right.
Like he fucking doesn't deserve one.
Okay.
Yeah, there you
Show
go.
us your ozone receipts
Oh.
for more free spins.
Tony Baloney, I see Rosin Dog was pissed today, and now Tony Baloney will be pissed that we did not select him to get a free spin. But he got a free hoodie. Not a free hoodie, but he got a replacement hoodie.
Ah, yeah.
So that was pretty good.
I ordered one of those too.
You got the replacement one?
No,
You
I
ordered
no.
You ordered it? Can I just send me the replacement right out of the gate? Because I don't want that one. How's that?
Yeah, I ordered one too, just to like check.
But not
out.
a black on black.
No,
No,
it's white on
that
black.
would be bad.
It's fixed
White
now.
on
But now the show's not going to come out probably. This is going to say Adam Dunn and there's no show.
No, it's all reversed. It's all good.
Is all good?
Everything's all good. I think.
All good.
You might want to check that out.
Maybe not.
You may get show.
I don't know. It seemed like it was good to me. From what I saw.
From what you saw online.
Yep.
Said nobody never when it went wrong. Everything looked fine. It looked real.
Well, it's better I get it.
I
than
thought it was a
someone.
woman, but it wasn't. Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
But catfished.
Lola.
Catfished. All right.
Hello, Lola.
So yeah,
Good night.
we're gonna try to start next week from east to west. That's the idea of the show. So we're going to
220 Mountain.
yeah. So here's the deal. We thought about it, and we think it's smart for everybody to do 220 because it makes sense because it just fits. Just the timing's perfect because we're gonna go long. You know, we're not gonna. It's gonna be 12 hours and 40 minutes is what it's gonna end up being. Dave, you're gonna have to. Because we'll have to wait for Hawaii. We can't fuck around. We need 3 hours. There's just enough. If we push it, I think that's right. Wouldn't it be?
What?
Because 220 would only be like 11 something. There it would be 11:20. So we'd have to go 40 more minutes to get to midnight. Because we have a final. The final push is Hawaii. We have to do it. We have people ready to dance.
That's like your 15 hours.
Well, if they don't want to be
show.
on there at midnight, so they'll come on 30 minutes before, and then they'll be like, you know what I mean?
We have to be there for the match. We have to be there.
Right now in Hawaii, it's 4:52 p.m. Okay, so what's the math? If we say it's 5 o'clock,
I'm telling
right?
you, it's already. I already did it.
You'd have to go 7 hours.
It doesn't matter. Go the other way. Doesn't matter, Dave. We're going 40 minutes longer. So it's going to be 12 hours and 40 minutes, which has got 420 right in it, bro. 124020. If we want to get all mythical numbers, right? We're going to go 14 hours and 20 minutes.
On our done deal shot, you can
12
already...
hours and 40 minutes? 12 hours and 40 minutes. So it's not 14 hours and 20 minutes. You're lucky we're not doing 14
Order
hours.
lots of coffee.
You're lucky we're not doing 14 hours and 20 minutes. We're going to do 12 hours and 40 minutes.
I'm going to fall asleep
No, we
somewhere in
have
the
to.
middle
I'm
of it.
telling
I
you,
mean,
just,
I'm going to have to
we
sleep
have
a little
to,
bit.
We have to just to get the midnight final oof in there, which is good. Okay. Then we've celebrated from east to west, my friend. Anyway.
Mark has to work every minute.
Midnight in Hawaii is what time here?
It'd be like you said, it'd be 3 o'clock in the morning.
There you go. So instead of stopping at 2:20, we're going to stop at 3. There you go. It has been written. It has been written. Dude, we weren't
2
gonna,
to 3?
Huh?
Or 3 to 3?
Yeah, we'll probably start late. How's that?
3 to 3. Sweet.
3 to 3. Well, whatever. We're going to say 4:20 to 4:20 somewhere. How's that?
2 hours.
Because it looks better on paper. 3 to 3 just looks like weird. Anyway. All right, guys. Get ready for it.
All right.
Go take your guess.
Well, just do 2:20 to 2:20 and run late.
And
that
practice all week
yeah,
with your
let's
edibles.
do that.
2:20, 2:20.
Yeah.
2:20, 2:20.
And run late, exactly.
Run late.
And then we'll say 4:20 East Coast.
We're never on time.
Yes, sir. 4:20 East
2:20/4:20.
Yeah, 24220. Let's make everything complicated for 2021. 2021. That'll be our motto.
6 clicks to start your dab rigs.
That's our motto for the year. Let's make everything complicated. Perfect. I've got it.
The iPhone just updated all your dab rigs. It's now 6 clicks.
The motto of the year has been made. 2021. Right. Let's make everything complicated.
I'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll put a schedule together.
Shout out to my beautiful wife, Cece, who has been shopping.
Peace.
She's been shopping all day at the house again.
At the house.
Yeah. Shopping at the house. Getting
all right.
Everything fits still, which is good.
Everything fits.
Yeah. We haven't been gone that long. Nice. So things are still fitting. Shout out to little Nick down at the farm. Doing his homeschool. Now see now we're all happy with the homeschooling. Oh, let me see the rig. Let me see the
Matthew.
rig. Oh shit. What's the bottom part there? Let me see. It's got a tree, double perk, quadruple snargle.
There's 4 of them on the bottom.
It's very, very.
There's 8 and 8. 10 and 10.
Equals what now?
I'm just gonna. It's like 40 perks.
40 perks.
I'm gonna bring it into Heather. We'll do some dabs. Some flour.
No.
You can do anything you want, dude.
You can do whatever you want, DJC.
You can do it all, bro.
All right,
my friend.
Thank you, Numbnuts.
Next week,
Get
ready. Get ready
Peace.
for the big one. Peace out, guys.
Practically every one of the top 40 records being played on every radio station in the United States is a communication to the children to take a trip, to cop out, to groove. The psychedelic jackets on the record albums have their own hidden messages.
This is a special question. We don't want you to smoke genetically modified ganja. We want you to smoke the real thing. We want you to smoke the natural herb. Some call it marijuana, some call it sensimedia, some call it lamb's bread, and some people call it ganja.